for me and you. I know you're paranoid, but that does not excuse the way we've paved a void and made ourselves confused. Why do we lose our minds, sending us before we try?
Killing spree.
Why do we lose our minds, sending us before we try?
Double kill. Double kill. Killing spree.
Sending us before we try. Load up,
Double
trying to
kill.
find a problem. Why do we lose our minds?
Triple kill. Killing spree.
Fed up, but trying to fix our problems. Why do we lose our minds?
Double
Sending
kill.
us before we try.
No scope. Killing spree. Double kill. Triple kill. No scope. Triple kill. Double kill. Double kill.
I've been feeling like somebody
Out on my own and it's all been the same.
Double kill.
It's been
Triple
hard
kill.
as of late, feeling so out of place.
No scope.
How do I know if I got what it takes? Is it all just a chase? How long do I wait? Ooh, I wanna know what it feels like
Double
to
kill.
find the missing piece. Only had to realize it was always me. Would you even care if you knew that you had it all? Would you even dare if you knew you could never fall? When you're standing on the other side, you're breaking through the sky. Would you even care if you knew you could never fall? No, you'll never fall. You can never fall. No, you'll never fall. You can never fall. No, you'll never fall.
Triple kill. Double kill. Perfect.
Out on my own, all these scars that I hide. If I go back in time, would I still hit rewind? No, I wouldn't change if it led me to this. All the shit that I miss, I'd do it all again, all again. Now I know what it feels like to find the missing piece. Took this pain to realize it was always me. Would you even care if you knew that you had it all? Would you even dare if you knew you could never fall?
Double
When
kill.
you're standing on the other side and breaking through the sky, would you even care if you knew you could never fall? No, you'll never fall.
Double kill.
You can never fall. No, you'll never fall. You can never fall. No, you'll never fall.
Double kill. Double kill. Double kill. Double kill.
I can't stand the distance. You're over there contemplating existence. Wish I could be of greater assistance. You're putting up this wall of resistance. Yeah, you can call me persistent, but why do we feel so socially distant? My brain needs to know this instance. Is it the system making us inconsistent? It's easy to blame the external. Is our love temporary? Is it eternal? I'm always looking internal, tossing and turning at night. I'm nocturnal. I need to know, can we win this war? Or will we be soldiers left on the floor? I'm not sure. Feel like I'm winning, but I haven't kept score, and I just need to know what I'm fighting for.
These nights they last forever. Now that you're gone, now that you're gone, can't get no sleep, I'm restless. You try to try, you try to try. These nights they last forever. Now that you're gone, now that you're gone, can't get no sleep, I'm restless. You try to try, you try to try.
and I went separate ways. I know that I said that I needed the space, but when I think back I only see your face. It's always gonna be hard to replace the touch of your love and your warm embrace. I wish I could go down my phone and erase all the pictures of you, but I keep them in case. Don't know what I expected to do. Without your love I didn't know who to turn to. Guess it's kinda funny how the tables are turned to. They told me I'd be better off, but that's not true. Now I'm looking for somebody who's brand new. You were my one love, you were my go-to. Guess I just gotta do my best to pull through, but I feel like I need to say I still love you.
These nights they last forever. Now that you're gone, now that you're gone, can't get no sleep, I'm restless. Lose right and wrong, lose right and wrong. These nights they last forever. Now that you're gone, now that you're gone, can't get no sleep, I'm restless. Lose right and wrong, lose right and wrong.
Double kill.
The number you have dialed is not available at present. Please leave your message after the beep.
Double kill.
It's so absurd to me. Things that you said they left a burn on me. I can't find my way without you. I can't find my way without you. It's so absurd to me. Things that you said they left a burn on me. I can't find my way without you. I can't find my way without you.
Double kill. Triple kill.
I can't find my way without you. It's so absurd to me. Things that you said they left a burn on me. I can't find my way without you. I can't find my way without you. Took the Band-Aid and we ripped it off. See the shadows and my better off. It's so hollow and I can't breathe. You like a black hole. I'm on my knees. Oh, where do we go from here? Tiptoeing around, I guess that's playing by ear. Oh, my head's so loud, I can't hear. How you laugh, that shit felt so sincere. It's so absurd to me. Things that you said they left a burn on me. I can't find my way without you. I can't find my way without you. It's so absurd to me. Things that you said they left a burn on me. I can't find my way without you. I can't find my way
Double
without
kill.
you.
Triple kill. Overkill.
I can't find my way without you. It's so absurd to me. Things that you said they left a burn on me. I can't find my way without you. I can't find my way without you.
Double kill.
I can't find my way without you.
Killing spree. Killing spree. Double kill. 5 minutes
Can't keep my head on my shoulders. It's like I'm losing myself.
killing spree.
I still see your shadow on the wall, like I'm living in love. Touchdown in a new place, try to escape your poison. And I hate that I miss a mistake. I'm tired of it goes, but I don't wanna run away. I can't believe I fell for all of it and it was a show. I know it's toxic, but it just don't feel right letting you go. But you play again.
stroke my neck and I just wonder why I'm buried in a suit I'd never buy, a suit I'd never buy. Cufflinks on my wrist, I can't act surprised when the shovels hit dirt in the earth. Did they start to cry? Since I'm 17, I've been looking for a place to make me be complete. I've been looking all alone out there for anything to make me feel alive. Bring me back to life.
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 Cufflinks on my wrist, I can't act surprised when the shovels hit dirt in the earth. Did they start to cry? Since I'm 17, I've been looking for a place to make me be complete. I've been looking all alone out there for anything to make me feel alive. Bring me back to life.
Welcome everybody to the Bukie Christmas Beatdown. I am joined here with my man Tudor. Tudor, this is the first time I've been casting you with my guy. I have seen you on the previous streams before. Here we are, another Sunday. It's Halo time. It's the Christmas Bukie Beatdown. Everybody's been looking forward to it. I believe the players are locked in. Tudor, my guy, how you feeling?
Dude, I'm really excited, mainly because of the fact that this is one of the most exciting ways that we can actually close off 2025 before we move into a new year of comp. And there is no better way to do it than to just get into some historical debauchery. This is my first time actually being exposed to the Beatdown altogether, and I have absolutely no idea what to expect. So from you, Bucky, I'd really appreciate a brief little rundown of exactly what we're going to be seeing today, because I can also imagine there's a lot of people in chat that are seeing this for the first time, and as we were talking about just a little bit off screen, this has been going on for years.
Yes, sir. Yep, came back here. Obviously, this goes back. I'm obviously probably way over a year ago when I started these Bukie Beatdowns. Obviously, some people are familiar with them. Most of the people in here are familiar with the Bukie Beatdowns and how they work. But today's Bukie Christmas Beatdown, we are playing for a big, huge, massive prize, which is going to be the G7 Pro controller, ladies and gentlemen, which I do have here with me right now. This is what you are competing for today. You know, brand new, sealed, all that good stuff, ready to get shipped straight away tomorrow to your house. An absolutely amazing controller. A lot of players do recommend them. I have asked Santa Claus for one of these myself, as I'm still playing on a Scuff Valor. But, Tudor, I'm going to talk to you about how the Bukie Christmas Beatdown today is going to be happening. Okay, so I'm going to just do a quick breakdown before we get started. So basically, Tudor, it is a 10-minute kill chase, all right, and it's going to be a double elimination each map. Although we do have shortage of players, I believe we are only sitting at 22, where we're only supposed to be sitting at 24. So we will only be playing Command Assault one time. All right, so Command Assault is going to be your big map, your big team battle map. Usually it would be played twice. With only having 22 players today, it's only going to be played once. The rest of the maps are going to be played twice, with it being a double elimination. Once we get down to that grand final, ladies and gentlemen, once we get to our last two final Spartans, we will begin into a best of 3 King of the Hill. So basically last time it was the 1st to 15, etc, etc, and there was a lot of camping and that going on, Tudor. So this time, me and my guy Infinity, who is sitting in the background here doing all this beautiful production work, we ran over these maps and stuff like that, and the King of the Hill ran absolutely amazing, so I cannot wait to get into this, my guys. So we are on map number 1, which is Command Assault. Bukie Christmas Beatdown is here, and I hope everyone that is tuned in enjoys the show.
Yeah, so I'm looking at it, and we're going to be playing Slayer, obviously. You said it's kill chase. That basically just means that you're looking to top frag as much as humanly possible, and if you don't make that cut, if you're underperforming a little bit, then you're basically facing elimination in that second map, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so every map, so basically the last 2 players of this free-for-all will get eliminated from the Bukie Beatdown. So whoever gets, so basically, don't get last. You cannot become last. You have to stay up top. You have to get as many kills as you possibly can. And as you can see, Tudor, on the map right now, you can see it is pure chaotic. It's an absolute free-for-all out there, and people are all going to be picking up anything they can find on the maps. Obviously trying to stay alive. As you can see, Icy has picked up those boom downs, looking to try and get some massive explosions there, but Rocky Go, the man himself, manages to take him out. But yeah, it's exciting times, man, and can't wait to see all these amazing kills that's going to happen.
I've done a lot of Halo casting up until now. I think maybe coming up on about 3 years, but this is the first time I'm seeing the utter chaos. Even the UI itself was already giving me a bit of a headache, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm really excited to see exactly how this is going to progress. It is Voidicus that is leading the charge right now with 8 kills to his name so far. An unstoppable menace by the seams. As we're hopping on with Cloudy Sensei, he's got one in his sights and he's going to go for the chase down, but kill gets stealed away from him. Easy little trade coming on through before he gets narrowly traded off himself.
Yeah, and as you can see, it's very, very scrappy at the start. But this all comes down to, you know, the individual skill and also your awareness as well. As you can see, we've chosen Command Assault because there's a lot of cover out there for the players to use. As you can see, there's exciting things like the man cannon, you know, Grumpy Malone going over there and getting himself taken out as he became a duck as well, with Beacon as well going over that man cannon. But yeah, I'd say for this sort of thing, Tudor, you want to be just sitting in a nice position. I would say you don't really need to move about the map too much, because those kills, are, you know, those Spartans are going to be coming towards you. But so far, so good. It's looking like the man Voidicus, which is Phoenix, is looking like he is leading this lobby so far. I actually tell a lie. Ash and Reese sitting with 9 kills and Chaos sitting with 10. And then, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, UHL Reed, the man himself who runs the European Halo League, is in here playing his first tournament on his own channel, which is absolutely amazing to see. He gets to play a little bit of Halo himself and see what he can do.
Yeah, I've maybe come across Reed in matchmaking like 2 or 3 times in general. I have no idea exactly how well he can play. Obviously, given the scoreline 3-6, a little bit shoddy. I understand why he instead works as a tournament organizer rather than actually play. But this should be an easy, no, not a pickup. I thought that was going to be a pickup. Instead, he gives an assist to someone else. I've got to say, though, I'm very, very thankful about the fact that we actually get to do the gapping, because I really feel for Meg, our observer, who has 24 different players to worry about and has to swap between all of them today to get the best highlights. Shout out to Meg for observing consistently almost every single time that EHL is hosting one of those streams. Absolute legend right there. But back to that matter at hand, we've got a new leader. It is Chaos with 14 kills to his name. That's insanity.
Yeah, he is absolutely smashing it out there, and as you can see, there are a few players struggling with the bottom. And also, what I forgot to mention to you as well, Tudor. So, see if you get the two bottom players. So when it comes to like the end of the game or near the end, and if a player obviously ties for that bottom, so say if 3 of them got like pretty tied up, it then becomes goes to KD. So whoever's got the best KD stays in the tournament. So if you've got like the worst KD, sadly you'll be eliminated. So KD is obviously a big massive factor here. You're wanting to get them assists, you want to get those low deaths. So assists are massive in this as well. So if you are getting assists, it helps you out a lot as well, because you do have that obviously tie factor that could potentially be a problem when it comes to the end game. But so far so good. Like I said, it's very scrappy, very hard to keep up with, but hopefully our viewers are enjoying the show so far. I sure am. But like I said, Tudor, we get to do the easy part. We just get to kick back, relax, and watch this absolute chaos on our screens.
Within the Christmas spirit as well, I've still got some leftover eggnog in my fridge, and I might get myself a glass of that to keep myself hydrated, because water isn't going to be cutting it. I'm feeling the Christmas mood, and the Bukie winner beatdown is definitely adding to the enjoyment of everything. Also, because of the fact that this, you know, I'm just going to briefly say it now before we get to the end of the show. Already in advance, happy holidays and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everyone, but we'll be sure to remind you later on, because more people are going to be flooding into the stream. This is definitely something that you don't want to miss. I wish we could ask Meg to potentially go on to Vickham, if I'm not mistaken, 22 frags to his name thus far. He must be just ripping and tearing his way on through, and we do swap to him, is dead. Icy Vermin now with 20, hot on the chase as well for that top spot.
Yeah, Vickham. So Kim here is always sitting with 22 kills. Icy Vermin as well, just obviously up behind them with the 21 kills. And then obviously you've got Xanda over there as well, sitting on 21. So far, and again, Ash and Reese, it's a close tournament as well. We do have one player in the team who is sitting with that red stick. He now does have 2 kills, looking like he's having a hard struggle there. But so far I'm impressed with every single player putting in that work, and as you can see, they want it, and I'm loving as well with these Santa hats. As you can see, the Spartans have got their Santa hats on, you know, enjoying that Christmas spirit. So a lot of good players in there as well. Tudor, like you say, I can also see one of my teammates, and Ayami, down there sitting with 10 kills. It's good to see that he's showed up to give us his support today as well. But we do have a lot of spicy weapons in play here. That shock rifle is being used, and it looks like it's being used well. He couldn't quite pick up that kill, but you do see Ash and Reese here sitting with 23 kills, looking to try and get a kill on Harsh. Does get that pickup kill, looking to try and get the double kill on Pavavoom, but does not get it. Trying to stay alive here, but is unfortunately taken out.
Yeah, trying to navigate all this chaos is usually going to be a very tough ask. Keeping your guns up at all times is just something that's, you know, part of the job description in this case. TK2 unfortunately doesn't get the chance to pull on that S7 yet again to try to bump up his own kill count, but we do have a Vark right now with this Spanker, but closing the gap to some of these players is going to be a little bit tough.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see Avark as well. I just noticed my man Avark's in here sitting with 18 kills. Another member of my team. So I have Avark and Ayami both in here repping the HSK. Trying to give in and put in their best performance. Nice double kill there from that player that I missed his name. We are now back on the screen. Icy Vermin, of course it is. Icy is an absolute solid player. As you can see, Icy is sitting here with 30 kills as well, Tudor. And Reed as well, sitting there with the 13 kills, now 14 kills. Doing pretty good for himself as well. But I think this is going to be a spicy Bukie beatdown, you know, because there's a lot of good players in there in early days yet, but I could not predict you a winner because there's definitely a lot of, you know, players in there roughly the same skill gap, which is really good to see.
Exactly. Might be early days for our festivities at the winner beatdown, but It's not so much early days anymore in this opening map. We've got less than 2 minutes to work with, so yeah, the clock is certainly ticking. Time is running out for some of those players at the bottom in that elimination zone to really catch up to the rest of the pack. If you find yourself within the bottom 4 of the lobby, then your back will figuratively be against the wall. So obviously everyone that's already hit and surpassed that dirty 30, Icy Vermin, Victim, as well as Zondit, they are more than safe. We're going to add Chaos into the list. Ash and Reese. This S7, being held by Pavavoom, should be able to net him a couple more frags, 2 more bullets of the S7 to work with. First one doesn't find a connection, neither does the second, and he should be more than dead out here.
Yeah, that sniper rifle was sadly misused there. Unfortunately missed a couple of no scopes, but we do have 1 minute left on the clock. Ash and Reese sitting here with 33 kills, looking to try and find a couple more to try and successfully be with the perfect shot there. He's looking to try and get to the top of this leaderboard. By the looks of it, he is sitting top of this leaderboard, chasing Chaos. So between these two players, we'll see who gets the first win. But Ash and Reese with the beautiful bandit shots. I always rate this player every time I watch him. He's improved so much over the past year or so. He's made a name for himself, this Ash and Reese kid, and he's just unbelievable. But as well, you can see Xander over there sitting with the 38 kills and Icy Vermin. So 20 seconds left, Tudor. We are coming to an end of this map, and we will find out who will be eliminated first from the Bukie Beatdown. The Bukie Christmas Beatdown, should I say, as 10 seconds now comes up. Find that out soon, Tudor.
Oh, I was really hoping that Zondit would have potentially been able to get 40 kills by the very end of this opening map. Obviously, our respawn timers are slightly adjusted. Things are a little bit more fast-paced in this winter beatdown, but we don't get to see 40 kills in the opening, but it is Zondit with an outstanding individual performance to kick things off. 39 frags, so he is more than safe. That was a lot more chaotic than I would have imagined, and yeah, truly, just the fact that we were able to get so many players in that lobby so high up the kill chain, it's absolutely insane. But we're going to be looking at some of the players that unfortunately aren't exactly in a safe position right now. Platypus, British Legends, Grumpy Malone, and Reed, the man himself, struggling to get past 20 here.
Yeah, looking like if I'm correct here at the bottom of the scoreboard, we do have Platypus and British Legends who will be eliminated from that Bukie the Bukie Christmas beatdown. Big massive GGs to them, but a big massive, I would say British Legends is a former a Bukie beatdown champion. He has won a Bukie beatdown before, so I'm actually quite surprised to see him go out that first round. But we will be moving on to map number 2, which is going to be Fortitude. Big massive GGs to our first player, Xander. Alright, okay, so Command Assault actually might be getting played again one more time because the player count has went up, so that's a good thing to see. So the more players the better, so Command Assault will be played one more time, which is good because we've got it on schedule. So if we do play Command Assault one more time, it then goes on to Fortitude after it, which is then going to be your last 20 to 16, which is again double elimination. But yeah, great map number 1, I would say. Exactly. A lot of good kills happening in there.
Always when we were just getting that calm through, I was thinking to myself, okay, yeah, the more the merrier. That's really what we want to see with the Bukie beatdown. The more players are participating, the better as well. But slight chance that we might have to replay this one. We will be getting confirmation from that very, very soon. And I think if I really have to call it, Zondit might not be too happy about that. But he could potentially get an opportunity to outperform himself, outdo himself, and maybe push for that 40 because he was just 1 kill away. And I'm already blown away by the fact that that was just a 12-minute map. It went by so damn rapidly. I could barely keep up with it.
Yeah, it's hard to come on, can I keep up with these Bukie because the player count is obviously so high. Usually with the FFAs you're only usually sitting at 8 players, or if it's a team game it's obviously the 4v4. That's why the Bukie beatdowns are so special, because they're just absolute chaos. It's a different thing for the viewership to see as well. It's not all about these HCS, as I call it. It's a bit of fun. It's a bit of fun, and it's good to obviously change it up. But yeah, I'm absolutely impressed with that map number 1. I'm looking forward to the second round on Command Assault and seeing who is going to be eliminated next from the Bukie Christmas Beatdown. So if you are here, ladies and gentlemen, in the Bukie Christmas Beatdown, just remember that all these players are battling out for that first prize G7 Pro controller, which we do have here on the screen. So there it is. It's what they're battling for, it's what they're fighting for. And so as each map goes on, the last 2 players of each lobby will be eliminated from that Bukie Christmas Beatdown, which obviously brings us down to those final 2 Spartans. But here we are loading into round number 2, Tudor. I'm excited. That's 2 players being down, and as you can see, the player count is getting smaller, and we'll find out who becomes the next winner of this lobby.
Exactly, we're running it back and just rewinding it to do it all over again on Command Assault. Already, Ashen Reese, within the first opening 15 seconds, finding himself with 3 kills. As we're hopping on with Chaos, he's got the Spanker, does find 1 connection right there. That's a brilliant bit of contact already found. He's going to try to get Zonda, the winner of the last map, but that engagement doesn't go his way.
Yeah. Absolutely love those boom booms in hand, and as you can see, my man Pavavum here has got the S7 sniper, looking to try and find some heads. He looks like he's going to be coming up against Rock Eagle here. Does find Rock Eagle, trying to go for that no scope. Does connect, but Rock Eagle does take him out. Obviously, you know, Pavavum getting a bit too cocky with that sniper, but we do have Chaos here with the Bark looking to take out Reed, which he does no problem, sitting here with Bulldog in hand. We've got to love this weapon. Close range, as you can see, it does a lot of damage. Looking to try and find Zonda, making that push. Can he find them? Can he get connected? Is getting shot in the back, but does get third-partied. Unlucky for the man there. And so far, so good. Very scrappy situations happen, Tudor.
Yeah, I think that's going to be more or less the story for today's festivities. Scrappy situations, and when it comes to lobbies like this, a lot of cyberbullying. Let's be fair about it. Getting tag teamed or doubled up in a situation where you can't really do anything about it, it's gotta really hurt, and that's definitely that can be a massive individual setback for some of these players as well. You just gotta kind of brush it off and try to carry on. Zondit, winner of the first iteration of Command Assault, only sitting on 6 thus far, not trailing all too far behind. We do have a new leader, which is Being03. 9 kills to his name so far, a name that we're only seeing for the first time basically today.
Yeah, absolutely. And you were talking about a lot of scrappy situations when you can be third-partied and stuff like that. There is nothing more satisfying than when you come up to a bunch of players that are one shot, you've got the full shield, and you just go in and pick off them kills. But we do have Reed here on screen here, does get taken out. We're now on with Grumpy Malone. This man does live by his tag, as he is here a very grumpy Scotsman, as I've met him down in London and played with him online. Grumpy Malone, big shout out to you for showing up today, my guy. We do have Avark with the S7 sniper in hand. I love to see all these different skins being used as well. Does get the headshot on Cloudy Sensei. Nice little haircut for him. Looking to try and find another head. Does he get the one shot? As you can see, he is playing very smart here as well, making sure he's not wasting those sniper bullets. Looking to try and vic him. Does miss that shot on him. Trying to get in there. Throwing a little bit of a scrappy nade there, Tudor, but is still got S7 in hand. Does get the one shot on Antayami, but gets stolen off him, and Chaos goes in and takes the S7.
Yeah, Avark didn't really have the best sequence he was imagining, so that S7 is going to be picked up by Chaos. Let's see if he can put it to better use. Easy little tag, and there's cleanup onto Rock Eagle as well. But Ashen Reese, dead to rights. Nothing that could have been done in that situation. Back on with Cloud Sensei. He's going to go for a little bit of a fly, and he does have Rock Eagle in his sights. Easy little pickup, but instantly traded off. And I feel like those kinds of moments that we had, for example, in that first map, Zondit went on a bit of a spree. He got about 6 or 7 kills, sort of tying back into what you said, just kind of finding those golden scars. He had a lot of those moments of one-shot players, easy little cleanups, and if you find yourself in one of those situations, the kills just start rolling in. You can truly capitalize. So that's what all of these players are kind of hoping for, to win the lottery on a bunch of low-health Spartans.
Yeah, absolutely. and so far I'm impressed the way that everyone's playing. As you can see, these
Sensible
weapons
team.
are, yeah, gotta love it. It's a Bucky Christmas beatdown. It's like I said, anything that's on the map you can use. Any weapon that's lying around, you can just pick that up and use it to your
It's like a
advantage.
steel cage match in WWE. You can just go underneath the ring and pick up whatever the hell you find there.
It's good. It's good to see. I love to see it. It does spice things up a little for the players. You know, it's not your usual competitive tournament where it's like obviously HCS settings and stuff like that. It's literally playing the game Halo Infinite, being able to come on, use the sandbox, and just enjoy it, enjoy the maps, enjoy the different maps, and then just enjoy the game in general. And like I said, these guys are playing for a big prize, you know what I mean? So like if you're walking away with a G7 Pro controller and getting it sent to your house, obviously, you know, that's brand new. And imagine becoming that winner of getting that G7 Pro. You know, you won that controller, it's in your hands, you worked hard for that controller, you know what I mean, and this is what I love. That's why we love to give out prizes like this as well, Tudor, because it's good to give back to the community, and because as well, like all these guys show up, and you know, they help out with the channel, you know, they show up for the tournaments and stuff like that, and they work hard all year round, you know, showing up for the LANs and stuff. So it is really nice to give them, you know, give people that chance on winning a nice tasty prize for themselves. And being a free-for-all, it's anybody's game. You know what I mean? You could be like Warlord or even T2K, like I know he's sitting here with 19 kills. You could be the best player in this lobby, but it could still go so wrong for you because the amount of players that are on the map could potentially screw up the way you want to play that game.
Yeah, I can also imagine for some of our more regular competitors within, you know, the annual circuit of HCS, this is like an odd mix of a bit of a breath of fresh air from the comp setting and from that environment. And sometimes, you know, things might not exactly translate one-to-one all the time, which is a very interesting thing to, you know, watch out in play, as we're seeing right now, as we are able to witness. Speaking of things we can witness, maybe a nice little sequence coming out from Remote right here with this shock. He does have Warlord, but unfortunately the lightning bolts don't exactly connect. He can't really live up to the stature of Zeus. Reed, though, does have the S7, finds himself one nice little freebie right there with the Bandit. This S7 has the potential to do quite some damage. Nice little tag. Can he get the turnaround? No! Pixels away from perfection.
Yo, Reed is out there having fun, and you know what? It's really good to see Reed. Like I said, Reed doesn't get to play in these tournaments, as he obviously sets them all up, and you know, it's good to see him actually out there being able to play some Halo. I can just see him kicking back. He's loving this. I can see him with the sniper. He's going for those no scopes. We do have a triple kill on screen, but unfortunately, TK2 cannot pick up that over. But yeah, big massive shout out to Reed. He's out there enjoying himself. He's killing it. And you know what? He's showing up, man. He's sitting there with 16 kills as well. But we do have Icy on our screen here, looking to try and take out Harsh. Does pick up that kill now on the killing spree. Looking to try and find some more kills, pushing that top mid, looking to try and get some angles. Does come up against this player here, but is unfortunately taken out. As you can see, these players are playing so hard and performing so well. Another double kill on screen there for TK2, who is just absolutely putting out the damage out there, coming up against Cloudy Sensei. Half shield 1v1, no problem. TK2, absolute killing it.
Yeah, having the performance of this Marriott season right now, 34 kills and counting. That's number 30, yeah, number 34. So he's gonna actually leapfrog Ashen Reese and take that first position all to himself. Shields up, guns up, and he's got Luke right in the sights. That's about as easy as your ABCs right there, 35. And we still got 1 minute and 40 seconds to go. With these 4 to 5 second respawns, I would be disappointed if we don't see 40 broken this time.
Yeah, a lot of high kills there, and as you can see, TK2, man, putting in that work sitting there. With his 36 kills comfortably as well. He's the only high one on the map. Ashen Reese just slightly behind them, but we are on screen with our man Harsh here, who does pick up that S7, looking to try and battle it out here. Does have that grapple, trying to get away from the gunfire. Does manage to survive. He does have 4 bullets left in this S7 sniper as well, so he is looking to try and find some heads and make this little play over here. but does not spot Cloudy Sensei looking to try and... This is the thing as well, you could be running around in circles and you're like, where is everybody? You know, so like he's trying to, you know, sniff out them players, trying to find that headshot, you know. He has got the S7. Will he get a kill shooter? Will he pick it up? He does find Ashen Reese, takes him out with the bandit. And again, Harsh looking nice and comfortable here. Does get that spawn on Ashen Reese. Oh, or sorry, Suspense. Talk about Suspense, by the way. Suspense was the Bukie Beatdown 7 champion last time. He won himself a G7 controller on the last one. Came out with the win on top. He played really well, and he has now shown up today to try and get another controller in hand and add it to his collection. But we do have 10 seconds left on the board, ladies and gentlemen, and we do have, you know, TK2, I'm struggling with that name somehow. He is sitting with 40 kills, sitting here top of the lobby. Ashen Reese does take that kill off Avart, but we have came to the end and we will go over our stats and find out who has been eliminated next from the Bukie Christmas Beatdown. Shooter, how fun was that? Reed out there killing it. Reed's absolutely loving it, enjoying himself, getting that Christmas spirit in there.
No, that was a lot of good fun. There were a couple of highlight moments that unfortunately also happened off screen. We did see Chaos get an overkill 4 in a row as well. And it's a bit sad that we didn't get to catch that because it must have been a pretty damn awesome sequence. TK2 hitting 40, one-upping Zondit from that map number 1. So a lot happened right there as well. And now we're going to go ahead and see exactly who's in the elimination zone. Pavavoom, Vikim, Cloud Sensei, and Antiyam unfortunately will not be making it in to the next map, which is going to be Fortitude as well. But yeah, this is already progressing super awesomely.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, I know that we explained there's about obviously a couple of overkills and stuff like that in the map. With obviously being so many players, we do miss these big plays sometimes, but sometimes we get lucky and we do see these big plays as well. So you know, you've got a big massive shout out to the observers are doing as much as they can, trying to obviously you know, get as much good gameplay in there as possible to see what's happening on screen. But I'm excited for the next round. We are moving on to Fortitude, which is a new map that's been added to the Bukie Christmas Beatdown. Command Assault has been played before, so Fortitude, we're about to find out how this one works. Me and Infinity did play it on a 1v1 situation, so hopefully it works out well with the kind of BTB FFA situation. But yeah, we're now down to, this is going to be from 20 to 16. This map will be played twice, and I'm excited. I'm excited to see who's coming out on top, man. But big massive shout out to the guys who did just get eliminated there. If you did, you know, thank you so much for showing up to the Bukie Christmas Beatdown. Like I said, guys, I appreciate everything that you guys do for EHL and obviously my channel as well, and showing up and, you know, putting in your best effort. I hope you stay tuned in and enjoy the rest of the show. But Tudor, are you familiar with Fortitude?
No, I'm not gonna lie, it's actually been a while. It's been a hot minute since I've even booted up the game personally. Like the last bit of the last bit of BTB that I even actually played, it was in, I think, season 2, if I'm not mistaken. So a very, very long time ago in Infinite's life cycle as well. But speaking of life cycles, I want a quick little history lesson as well, because this is the 8th installment that we're getting to witness. What has been your favorite installment of the Bukie Beatdown over the years?
So, what has been my favorite installment? So, what do you mean by that question? Do we mean like, as in the?
Just your favorite Bukie Beatdown?
Oh, my favorite one? Oh,
yeah,
my favorite one. I would say definitely maybe the Bukie Beatdown 7, because that was 48 players, so we did obviously have to merge 2 lobbies. That was the biggest Bukie Beatdown that we'd done. But like I said, when I first originally started these Bukie Beatdowns, it was for like silly little prizes. It started off small. So the players were winning like a skin, which was like an armor coating or something like that. Sometimes it would be winning, you know, like gift vouchers, like Xbox gift vouchers, like £15. You know, I would give it out to them. But more subs came into my channel, and with that, you know, I always say the money that we make, or anything that we make, I always give it back to the community. So any money that I make off these sort of streams or anything like that, I always give back. I always put it back into the community. So everything's always covered. So the G7 Pro is always covered. Like I said, it's the players and the audience that make these Bukie beatdowns. And like I said, they're just getting bigger and bigger as well. And as well, a big massive shout out to Reed and obviously the rest of the EHL who obviously invite me onto this channel, because like obviously I was doing it on my own stream, but now I'm on the actual EHL stream, which is a big massive, it's huge for me. And the way I look at it as well, I could promote it on my own channel, but at the same time I want to promote it on the EHL channel, because this is Europeans, this is the European community's home. Everybody comes here for their tournaments and stuff like that, and I like to obviously show a little bit of love for EHL, because they do put in a lot of work for our community as well, running the tournament. So this is me, you could say, kind of saying thank you to them, and by bringing it onto this. But we are on with map number 2, which is Fortitude Tudor. I'm going to explain this map to you real quick, dude. There's a lot. There's a lot of caves. There's a lot of top mids. There's a lot of bottom mids. There's a lot of little gaps and hidey little spots that you can go. So it is an exciting map to play. There's going to be a lot of different weapons on it. So I hope you enjoy it, man. We are now on with EHL. So EHL Reed himself, looking to try and find some headshots. He has picked up that S7 sniper. And he's, like you can see, there's a lot of cover, so he's going to have to really be quick with those headshots, Tudor. Which he gets! There we go, that's what he said it, there's number 1.
Exactly, let's see if he can add a few more to the tally. A couple of kills left, boom, easy as you like. From way downtown, Reed is just picking him off right now. And yeah, it's still early days. He is obviously tied for third along with a couple of other players, and now he will be tied for first with Icy Vermin. What a start off from Reed.
Oh my god, absolutely killing it. He just comes in here, picks up the sniper rifle, couple of little headshots, making it look easy. I can just picture him right now, he's absolutely enjoying himself. But we are on screen with Harsh here, and Chaos playing a little ring of roses around this rock here. Chaos, coming out with that kill and zoned it. What is this he's got in his hand? Is that that is a fusion coil? We are looking. We've got fusion coil and an overshield in hand, looking to try and get that fusion coil. He does have heatwave in hand as well. Gets another overshield. He's good to go. He's using the sandbox, and that's what I like to see. He's using everything around the map. Does get that double kill on remote there. But like I said, Tudor, it's like anything. Pick up anything on the map. If it's there, use it. Use the equipment, because it might come into your advantage.
Anything goes. There's no bars held in this instance. Zondit now looking to close the gap off with the heat wave, and he was very accurate with that heat wave in the previous engagement. Down range, if all of those shots connect, you can almost like basically strip someone off of their shields. But we're gonna be rewinding the clock by about a minute. Reed's got another S7 to work with, and I'm curious to see if he can piece together another set of kills. 2 magazines to work with, but he's already going to be taken out before he actually gets to even pull the trigger.
We can see that battle rifle was being in hand. We are on screen with our man being here. He is sitting with 6 kills, looking to try and find some. Like you can see, man, it's like he's walking around this map. He's looking for them. As you can see, there's lots of caves and stuff. Does find suspense. So far, so good. I'm a lover of this map. Does come up against Chaos. Does get that trade. Tudor as well with trades. It is always good to trade a kill, because if you're going to go out, you might as well go out with a kill to get that extra point on the leaderboard. We are sitting here. Rock Eagle is sitting here with the breadstick as well. I can see he is kind of struggling this map. He does now have 2 kills, but he still does have time. We do have Harsh as well coming up here. Look to try and find anti-ammo. I can see a lot of overshields being used here, Tudor. It seems to be a big mass play the map. I don't even know how many overshields are on the map, but looking like a good couple at least.
I did like that decision from Harsh to, I think he clocked it in. He was looking at a Spartan that appeared to be completely covered in snow, which is weird. That was an overshield, and he was just like, yeah, I'm not engaging with that at all. So I fully respect that decision. Just let someone else do all of the dirty work for you instead and strip down that OD. But suspense. Oh no, this is just dirty as well. The suspense was killing me, but he got the kill with the fusion coil.
Oh god, like I said, man, like using that fusion coil is just, like I said, use anything on the map. and it's good to see, you know, and the players will be loving this. A lot of funny plays as well to be made, and like you can see, like you've got Reed here just sneaking around here. He's got the bulldog in play. Look, try and find that kill. Misses the beatdown, but unfortunately is taken out. And we now are on with Icy. Icy sitting here with 13 kills. Who's sitting top right now, Tudor? It is the Suspense who's sitting with 14 kills, I believe. But it's looking like so far another close lobby, and these players must be getting excited. You know, because I've never ever played my own Bukie Beatdown, I can always just imagine how exciting it is to play these, because like you know, you've got the kill maps. I would love to do it, bro. I'd love to jump in my own Bukie Beatdown. Just jump in my own tournament and just go for it. But yeah, it's like, I mean, you've got to have me here on cast to obviously organise it and stuff.
No, absolutely not. No, we need a quintessential Christmas heist where you take the controller all for yourself. Saint Nick ruins Christmas.
Sorry guys, I won it. You ain't getting the controller. Oh god, but yeah, we are on screen with Icy, who is just unfortunately taken out. We're on screen here with now Grumpy Malone, looking to try and get that. Does get the killjoy there, does get the trade. We now are on with Avark, the man from Team HSK, looking to try and find himself some more kills. He is sitting here struggling with his 6 kills time with Rock Eagle. Looking to try and find a couple of bodies to shoot. He does find Bean, but Bean takes him out. As you can see, very scrappy this map. Very scrappy, Tudor.
We're also seeing the same culprit sort of put up the same kind of performances. The only main difference that I'm seeing is that Ashen Reese is actually doing much better than everyone else. Obviously, that's a bit of a nothing burger statement because he is on 20 kills, but in comparison to the previous 2 maps that we have seen thus far, he's leaps and bounds by about 4 kills versus the Suspense. Icy Vermin trailing not too far behind with 17 as well. TK2, who did drop a 40 bomb in that map too of Command, is at 17 as well. So this feels like it can still go either way. 3 minutes and 40 though. I don't know if that's exactly going to be. It can potentially be more than enough for some of these players to catch up to Ashen Reese.
Yeah, and I'm glad you mentioned it because I didn't actually notice Ashen Reese was sitting there with his high kills. But like you said, every map is that gets played can potentially, you know, it changes for everyone. You could have a good game, you could have a good round, you could have a bad round, and as you can see, Ashen Reese is having a really good round here. T2K obviously, sorry, TK2 obviously sitting here. Yeah, I've done it again. I'm gonna keep doing it. It's so hard to. I don't know why. It's a Scottish thing. I think it must just.
I think
be
what we should do from now is when you want to say TK2's name, you just pause, you go silent, and I'll say it, then you pick it back up.
Yeah, but like TK2. We'll just call what he's FPS. No, I'm gonna keep saying it until I get it right. I always do that with gamer tags. Sometimes I look at gamer tag and I'm like, how do you say that? Oh god, it's only 3 letters. It's only 3 letters, Bukie. Come on, you can't struggle with this. But we do have Remote here looking to try and find Warlord. Warlord does get shot in the back, chasing him with that grapple. Warlord's running for his life, trying to stay alive. Does Warlord get the kill? Unfortunately doesn't, but Remote does pick up the kill on Warlord, being here, sitting with 19 kills. Looking to be a little sneaky peeper with the bark. Bark gets that trade again. We are getting a lot of trades in this map, but as you can see, it doesn't matter as long as you're getting that kill. It's smart. Oh, there we go. We've got a wall up. We've got a wall shield up. I love to see the equipment being used like that. And here is Luke as well, sitting with 11. Now back on with Zondit. Coming up against Reed. Gets the perfect kill on Reed, looking to pick up that S7 sniper rifle. Looking to try and get a headshot. Will he get it? No, it was unfortunately taken out. Very scrappy lobby, but it's looking good. Looking good for all the players. A couple of players down there sitting low. Let's have a look. What's the Rock Eagle sitting at? Rock Eagle sitting at 10. Look at him battle himself up. And Bean sitting here in a nice position, Shooter. Looking to try and find those angles. Comes up against TK2. TK2 does take him out.
Let's see, Zondid, he's managed to snag himself an overshield as well, so that's going to help him out to potentially get past that 20 kill mark, but with 80 seconds left to go, closing that gap to the top of the lobby is going to be a little bit trickier than I imagined. First overshield picked up and he was standing on the second, so this is where we have like our first actual menace sort of enter the lobby, the Doomslayer you could say, but Zondid's looking in the opposite direction, somehow gets a double beatdown, second overshield goes online as well, and he can potentially put together a nice little string of kills, but being peppered down from range, yeah, that second overshield quickly being exhausted.
Yeah, with 47 seconds left in the map, and like using that overshield as well. With Zondit sitting here 22 kills, he knows he is sitting comfortably in this lobby for the next round. And like I said, as long as you're not getting that the bottom last two places, you don't need to worry about being eliminated. As long as you stay kind of middle, stay kind of high on that leaderboard, then you should be okay. But 25 seconds left in the map. Zondit looking to try and find another couple of kills. Does get some shots on Harsh. Doesn't take him out, but does find Being, takes him out no problem with that battle rifle. Comes up against Anayami. Anayami taken out. We're now on with the Rock Ego, looking to try and get himself a double kill here, but does unfortunately not get it. And a lot of spicy kills here. Ashen Reese sitting with 36 kills. 36 kills, ladies and gentlemen. He has came out on top of this leaderboard and gets himself first place. Ladies and gentlemen, Ashen Reese will win your round number 1. Looking there good with his Christmas hat on. Look at that, looking beautiful. And then we have us.
By the way.
Yeah, mate, I'm loving the Santa hat. And I've got my Christmas jumper on today. Got the snowman. We've got to be repping. We've got to be repping. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that was map number 2, round number 1 on Fortitude, with obviously Ashen Reese coming out on top there. Our bottom 2 Spartans, Rock Eagle and Grumpy Malone, tying both at 12, will be eliminated from the Bukie Christmas Beatdown. A big, massive GG's to them boys for showing up. Grumpy Malone, Rock Eagle, I know you said this is your last bit of Halo of the year. I hope you have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, my guy. Thank you for showing up as always, my man. And a big, massive GG's to you both. And I hope, Santa Claus is good to you, gets you some good presents. But we do move on to round number 2. Let's get straight into it. Tudor, how are we feeling, man? Are we still going?
We're still going. I was shocked by Ashen Reese's performance, because at a certain point he was stuck on like 34 kills for a while. I thought to myself that he was thinking like, yeah, dude, I'm safe. I'm just putting the controller down. But no, he was still playing, and he managed to top himself 36 kills. Whether or not he can outperform yet again in this second round of Fortitude is a question that remains to be answered, but we will be hopping back into the action all lickety-split as well to eliminate 2 more players before we move on to Ghost Town. So the action is coming in hot. It's coming in a little bit fast. Make sure to tune in for the whole thing, because it's going to go by pretty quickly, this tournament as well. So notify your friends, tell them to hop in for a little bit of good old-fashioned Christmas action before we close off 2025. But quickly, remind us, Bucky, what are these players all playing for? Because I know you got that gorgeous little prize right next to you.
Yeah, these players are playing for, once again, the G7 Pro controller, ladies and gentlemen. What I have in my hand, as you can see, it is red and black in colour. It is absolutely stunning. Nice little bit of weight about it. It does have 2 paddles on the back for you guys to be able to, get them extra buttons in for when you're playing. But like I said, an absolute stunning controller. It is obviously 1000 hertz as well, which is good. You're getting that quick response. So that's what these players are playing for. I just noticed that my man Memflord here is in the chat. Memflord, I hope you're having an absolute successful day, my guy. Memflord is over there at the hospital right now with his missus, who is about to have his baby. Ladies and gentlemen, his missus is in labour as we speak. And dude, I'm glad you're here, still watching the EHL channel, watching a bit of Halo, waiting for your beautiful baby to arrive. And I want to say good luck to your missus as well if she's there. A big massive good luck to her for what she's about to go through today. But today is a good day for you, my guy. There's nothing better. You're bringing this baby Spartan into this world. There's another player. There's another potential little player that's going to be added to our community. And big massive good luck to both of y'all. I hope you have a successful day, my man, and everything goes well. They will be stomping.
Congratulations in advance for that as well. That's a massive thing.
Yeah, you got it. You gotta love it. As a dad myself, I know exactly what he's going through right now. A lot of stress throughout the day. and stuff like that. But
It's a
hopefully
lot of
successful.
stress up until the point that you can kind of do like Project Mbappe, but for Halo. I guess we could call it like Project Formal if you want to call him best player of all time.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, man, I'm glad he's here. He's still tuned into the stream as well, so it's good. It's good that we're keeping you entertained while you know you're going through the process, bro. But yes, we are on to Fortitude again, guys. Round number 2. As you can see, Phoenix comes off the map there. A little bit of a scrappy situation, and as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, Reed himself is still in this tournament, which is absolutely amazing to see. He's getting to play some more Halo, but we do have Luke is too good with the S7 sniper, looking to try and find those headshots. Tudor.
Yeah, let's see if he can maybe thread the needle. Oh, does at the very end. Trades himself off with Luke in that instance right as he was fading to the death screen. And now we're hopping on with Suspense, who's in a very sticky situation, but he does have the... never mind. I was going to say he's got the lifeline of the grapple line, but kind of just exposes himself in the interim. Bit unfortunate how that all panned out. Icy Vermin, one of the top performers from today's Beatdown, does get beat down himself. And now we're hopping on with a Vark. Easy little cleanup with the Stalker, potentially second to beat down with this red gun.
He is in a good position right here because he has got a little bit of the high ground. Does come up against Warlord, takes him out no problem with the red gun, as I call it. And we have bounced on screen with Reed. Reed looking to go up against Ashen Reese. Ashen Reese turns around the reversal and takes out Reed. Now on with Phoenix, looking to try and find that one shot. An absolutely amazing performance there from TK2. You know, doing that reversal. Do you notice I said TK2 Pro? Actually, I done that good there. Did you see that, Tudor?
Yeah,
I done that
did.
good. That was good. I'm impressed with myself, man. I'm impressed with
This
myself.
is better than the whole winner beatdown. He got the username right. Oh my goodness.
Oh, God, I love it.
Get the media, get the press. We're printing in the papers.
Bucky comes out and says a gamer tag properly. Let's go. Phoenix just taken out there with Catch the Kid. Catch the Kid now, he's sitting here with 3 kills. Looking like a tighter lobby here as well. It's looking like the kills are pretty, you know, close. Obviously, TK2 sitting here with his 9 kills, sitting pretty high. But we do have Catch the Kid looking to come up against Suspense. Suspense does take him out, and we are on with Remote, who's still here in our tournament. Love to see it. And he has picked up that grapple. Look to try and stay alive. Does, you know, throw out those shot grenades there, but unfortunately, it's not get the guy one shot.
The Sizzle Stick's not exactly finding any purchase, not paying any dividends in that instance. TK2 potentially the first to hit double digits, but no, that honor instead goes to Chaos, who's now sat comfortably at 11. Last shot in the chamber does connect, but the trade-off does come on through. And I think probably the most interesting thing that we're going to see today, obviously, it's another nothing burger statement, but the further that the beatdown progresses and the more that we start to call the herd, the slimmer these margins actually start to become between all of these players. So these score lines are going to get tighter. The games are going to get a little bit more competitive. Those sort of individual moments of brilliance, they can still happen, but they're going to be few and far between compared to the earlier games that we saw.
Yeah, and with the players obviously dropping, like you said there, Tudor, with the less players that the less players that are in the lobby, you know, it's going to be much harder for players to get more kills. So they have to be a bit more aggressive, you could say, to try and find those kills, as there's not many just running about like headless chickens. But we are on screen with our man Warlord here. He is sitting with 7 kills. I'm glad the guy has shown up because Warlord always likes to come in and put up a good performance as well. But Reed here sitting with his nice little 5 kills, looking to try and find himself something. Creeping down this little cave side, does find TK2. Gets an assist, unfortunately, but like I said, assists go well as well if you need them. And we do have Avark, who does seem to have the sniper rifle here, looking to try and get that kill. He's doing well, Avark.
It's a bit dodgy for Avark right now. Can he find a connection onto Reed? Just about, but the cleanup does eventually go to Vickim instead. And I've got a feel for Reed right there. Potentially knowing that you've got the most deaths in the entire lobby it's a bit of a sinking feeling. So maybe Reed is going to be able to turn this one around because he is in that elimination zone. TK2 and Chaos tied for first, 14 apiece at this point. Suspense with the S7 looking for some heads to just magnetize rounds towards. Does find Foivicus, but won't get the cleanup this time around, and he's getting peppered and harassed from behind. But oh, the turnaround, it's picture perfect, and he's still got some more to say.
Wow, that was an amazing headshot there, but Reed does have a nice, beautiful double kill there from Spence, going for the triple kill, does get that triple kill, no problem, with the perfect, uses the grapple in style. Tudor, this is what we love to see. This is some real good Halo action that we've got in our eyes right now. Looking to try and stay alive, but it's unfortunately taken out. That was good aggression there from Suspense, Tudor.
Yeah. I think there was also the small little mistake of him accidentally sizzling himself right there with the nades. Kind of stripped away his shields, but you know, that just happens when you're locked into one of those very claustrophobic situations where your back's against the wall. But we're going to be hopping on with Luke right now, who does get traded off by Chaos. Unfortunately, Luke isn't exactly a name that we see it said all too often. He did have a couple of very nice S7 frags earlier on as well. Tricky situation for being, does eventually get put to rest. As we're hopping back on with Warlord, who did have a couple of interesting sequences earlier. Finally going to join the Cool Kids Club as he hits double digits. So speaking about Luke Too Good, so if I am correct, this guy, as I'm pretty new to Halo, he hasn't really played much of it, but recently has obviously been playing a lot of it. He's been taking a lot of, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? He's been getting involved in a lot of tournaments and stuff like that, and he's actually showed up and been a really good. So I've been playing Halo since Halo CE, so we go way back when I was like 10 years old, man. When that game came out, you know, I've been playing every Halo since then, and you know, this guy comes in and he's, you know, if anything, a better player than me, which I'm pretty jealous about. He just comes up, picks up the controller, you know, I'm going to play some Halo, and ends up becoming really good. But yep, he's shown up today. He is sitting with 9 kills, does need to get a little bit more. But we are on screen with Warlord here, who does have Overshield and grapple in hand. Looking to try and find Phoenix, does get that perfect shot there with the killing spree, looking to try and get that double kill on Suspense. Gets it, no problem. Warlord playing some very good Halo, Tudor. Yeah, that Overshield definitely giving him a bit of a boost, out-dueling 2 players. And he's going to now lock on to catch the kid. Easy little find right there as well. So Warlord is now starting to rack up those numbers a little bit more. 4 kills to his name thus far. Chaos and Ashen Reese, though, both tied. 23 each. Ashen Reese will take the lead and is potentially looking at claiming, what would this be, his second map in a row?
Chaos as well. Haven't really mentioned much of him, but Chaos is an extremely good player. I have played against this kid in 8s quite a lot of time. He does sit pretty high up with those, you know, really good players, as you can see. He's definitely one of them up there. His performance is always good. Every time he shows up to a Halo tournament or event, Chaos gives it 110%. He is, you know, a very dedicated player, and as you can see with the score as well, sitting here with his 25 kills alongside with Ashen Reese. But like I said, it's a tasty Bukie Christmas beatdown, and all these players are giving it their all to try and get as many as possible to there. But you know, I'm having an absolute great time, and I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, it's been a good session of debauchery and tomfoolery and shenanigans that we've seen thus far. So I'm really feeling myself. I'm really feeling good for how this tourney's been progressing as well. It's been progressing for some a little bit better than others. That's just kind of how the cookie crumbles. Or the gingerbread, in this case, if we're going to keep things within the festive theme. Zondit, one of the star performers, he did take that opening map, if I'm not mistaken. 39 kills to his name initially to kick off the day. Not performing as hot as he did a little bit earlier, but he's still very much safe with 18 to his name. But this is definitely turning out to be a lot more even. There's only a few players that have yet to actually break 15, so things are getting tighter and tighter as they progress. But Chaos, yeah, we're gonna have to say his name a little bit more often because he has hit that dirty 30.
Yeah, he's definitely hit that dirty 30, as you said. And like I said, he's a great player and he's a good performer. Comes up, shows up, and here, absolutely killing it. Looking to, you know, take out as many Spartans as he pleases. But yeah, like you can see, you've got Anayami down here, who are on screen with, sitting here with 13 kills. Does need to do a little bit of work as well, alongside with Luke Too Good. So there is a few players down there struggling. You know, they might not be feeling themselves this round. They might be just getting unlucky and getting themselves into, you know, sticky situations that they don't want to be in. You know, but sometimes when it gets like that, Tudor, when you're sitting with low kills, you know, you do start to tend to make a lot of mistakes by, you know, rushing the map too much, rushing players too much, not really thinking about what you're doing. So, you know, like I said, that's round number 2. These players that obviously did struggle, you know, a big massive GG's to them, but yeah, mistakes can happen. But what an absolute second round for Fortitude map. We will get the scoreboard up right now to see who is being eliminated from the Bucky Christmas Beatdown. But Chaos, you know, it really impressed me, that map. Definitely, Tudor. And you know, there's a lot of big names in there doing some, you know, big work.
Yeah, definitely a lot of players doing bits right there as well. But the crown for this particular round of Fortitude does go to Chaos, who ended things off with, I think, 32 kills, if I'm not entirely mistaken. We will potentially get the chance to go ahead and take a look at the top performance, because I'm a very, very forgetful person, especially when it comes to Halo. Like, I mean, coming from a different background of casting, it's very easy. You have those brief moments to pause and make down notes. I haven't written a damn thing in this notebook up until now. It's completely empty because it's just going way too sporadically. It's all too fast-paced. But yeah, that is basically going to wrap things up for Fortitude itself. And now we're going to be down to 16 players, if I'm not mistaken, moving into Ghost Town.
Yes, sir. And like you said, I'm glad you got your notepad. You want to see my notepad? This is my
Also
notepad.
empty?
You got a Halo
that's
Infinite
dope.
notepad right there, bro. Absolutely love it. This is the Bucky Beatdown notepad. I use that a lot. So yeah, we will be moving into Ghost Town, which is going to be a double elimination. Ghost Town, ladies and gentlemen, if you are familiar with it, if you go back to the Halo 3 days, this is where this map comes from. So this is a rebuild map that has been brought onto Halo Infinite, and it works really well, and it's good to see it. It brings back absolute nostalgia for myself, because obviously I used to play Halo 3 all the time. You know, I haven't missed a Halo yet. But yeah, that, you know, Fortitude, Command Assault, you know, the last 2 maps have been absolutely perfect. Every player has been you know, playing really well, and we've got a lot of high performance players in there as well. But Tudor, you know what?
Yeah.
Feeling good about this next one, and like we said, these players are getting smaller and smaller. You know, the margin of how many people we've got, because people are, you know, getting eliminated. If we can get a wee scoreboard up in a second, we'll be able to see who's been eliminated and who moves on to the next round. But yeah, so we are doing good so far. Everybody's having fun. Shura, how are we feeling? Are we feeling good about Fortitude? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, no, it was a very, very fun map to watch overall. First time actually being exposed to that overall. So being able to see actually, you know, more bits of the sandbox that I completely even forgot existed, like the drop shield. That was dropped once, and unfortunately it didn't serve that particular player all too well, because it kind of just got shot as it was deployed. But we did see the Ravager pop up a little bit as well. People juggling 2 overshields as well. A lot of very nasty and dirty things, because that's kind of the whole point. It's also, for me, you know, one of the most brilliant parts about Halo, conceptually and philosophically. You may as well abuse everything that you have in the sandbox. That's kind of the whole point of the game. That's what makes it so fun. Yeah. And when you get that creativity to just couple perfectly, and you get a sweet baby child of practical perfection, is when it works out the best. And we did catch a couple of those moments as well on screen. We did get to see a nice little 3-piece, if I'm not mistaken, coming out from Suspense a little bit earlier on. There were a lot of hot moments in that Fortitude game overall. And moving into Ghost Town, obviously, smaller pack, smaller lobby, things are going to be getting a lot tighter as well. So we're going to be eventually and slowly but surely saying goodbye to those individual performances, like that 32 drop, that 32 frag game from Chaos as well. And things are going to be getting a lot more competitive as we slowly work our way down towards that 1v1, which I'm super duper excited for, because for me, it will be the first time that I ever actually get to cast a 1v1, period. I've never actually done it in any esport.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's very good, you know, casting the 1v1, because with this one as well being a King, well, obviously King of the Hill, it's going to be very, very tasty. It's going to be always on top of, they're always going to be on top of each other. But you know the players that got obviously eliminated, you know, I believe it was Anti-Ami, and who obviously got eliminated that round. Big massive GGs to the players that got eliminated from the Bucky Christmas Beatdown. A big massive GGs to you guys. Thank you for showing up to the Bucky Christmas Beatdown. I really appreciate you know, the work you came in here and put up, and you know, stay tuned into the stream. And Ayami, I see you on the chat there. GG's my guy. So he's rooting for Avark, obviously his teammate. So we'll see if Avark can obviously you know, put up some work. But we are now on with Ghost Town. Shooter, I'm excited to show you this map. There's a lot of good stuff in the sandbox as well, and it's going to be definitely some scrappy situations. But like you said, we've now got less Spartans now, so the kills are going to be quite tight. So I'm looking forward to seeing this one kick off.
Yeah, same. We're going to be loading in just a second to get our third map underway. Immediately kicking things off, we've got Being hightailing it towards that S7, but does get struck from behind. Luke, off to a good start, but immediately skewered by that S7. As we're hopping back on with Avark, who was getting a little bit of love in chat as well, so we've definitely got some fans in there, but I think we might have had a slight little disconnect, so we are going to get the missing players. We're going to find them, we're going to locate them, and we're going to get them back so we can kick this off to a proper start. Apologies for that wee little hiccup, but it's all good. These things tend to happen. We're no strangers to the slip space engine. It's been happening since day one. It's just part of how it goes, but we will be getting back into the action. Super duper cool. And for those players that had a bit more of a rocky start, it's just a fresh opportunity for them to actually kick things off on the right foot.
Yeah, unfortunately, like you said, these things do happen, especially in Halo Infinite. We do get, you know, tend to get a lot of resets. Sometimes it happens, sometimes PCs crash, sometimes Xboxes crash. That's just the way esports is, unfortunately. It's what we got to live with. But yeah, you know, I mean, if you've had a rocky start, it's a good time to reset yourself. You know, as you can see, Tudor, there is an S7 sniper in there. I did see that getting picked up. We did see Reed in there. Reed was about to do some work, and you know, an absolute big massive shout out to all of you guys. So I can see we've got, you know, quite a busy stream today. We're just touching over 60 viewers on the EHL channel. Thank you everyone for being here today to support the Bukie Christmas Beatdown. And while we're waiting, you might as well go and get yourself a little hot chocolate, get yourself a little snack, you know, put some marshmallows and whipped cream or whatever you want to put in, you know, whatever you want to put in your drink. Get a little bit of Christmassy spirit in there. But yeah, Tudor, so far so good. So talking players, we have the big ones. So like Chaos, we have Ashen Reese, we have Suspense, who was a previous Bukie Beatdown 7 winner, you know, finishing, you know, hot last time, who, you know, obviously did win that last controller. He's looking to try and find himself a second. You've got your Warlord in there, and you know, you've got your other players as well that are potentially looking to try and take this #1 spot. But like I said, Ghost Town, it's going to be very, very, very scrappy, and it's going to be, you know, like we said, the numbers are down low, but looking like the lobby is loaded up. We are good to go again. Cheer, buddy. Let's hope we get a successful run. And as you can see, our players are locked in. TK2 sitting there, looking like he's good to go. All the players looking like they're good to go. And as you can see, our wonderful observer sitting there, Infinity, who's doing a lot of background work to this. A big massive shout out to him. He needs his recognition for what he does for this stream, the work and everything he puts in as well, ladies and gentlemen. Infinity is the man. He is the tech god for when it comes to this stuff. So a big massive shout out to Infinity as well, who's in here, you know, in his own time, putting up a good show.
Yeah, does that basically week in, week out for all of our HCS shows here at EHL. And also a big shout out to Meg, who is doing the in-game camera work as well, while Infinity is pushing all of the buttons, making sure that the stream looks good, and is doing all that vision mixing. Those two make such a wonderful pair. Much love to the both of them for showing up consistently and putting up wonderful shows just like this one. But we can go ahead and stop the Christmas waffling, and we can get back into the action.
Yes, sir.
At hand right now. It's gonna be, even though I really wish I had a thesaurus next to me so I can find a different damn word, but I'm gonna say it for like the nth time, a scrappy one.
Yeah, looking like it. Ghost Town is obviously going to be a smaller map as well. It's not quite as big as what you saw in your Fortitude or your Command Assault. So we do have Chaos here with the boom booms, looking to try and get that kill, does get that assist on it, looking to try and reload that rocket, does get the rocket out and kills Zond, that does get the trade. And we're now on here with Reed. Looking like it's a right good scrap in this little room in here. Everybody seems to just be flooding it. I mean, guys will just be pushing sound at this moment, shooter. But yeah, scrappy start. We saw some rockets getting fired. Warlord does have them. Looking to try and reload them. Does get the kill, no problem. And we're now on screen with remote, looking to try and find a nice double kill here, but does not get a double.
Gets
Doesn't
none of them.
actually, doesn't pick up a single one. Shooter doesn't pick up a single one, unfortunately, but does get the assist.
Yeah, those two players, I think they just exchanged trades with the melee. So Remote is going to be a little bit disappointed about how that particular engagement unraveled, but it's not going to let him deter, or that's not going to deter him from starting to put up some more numbers as well. He's currently third with 7, and he does have eyes on Warlord. Does manage to thread the needle. A bit of a tight angle on that one immediately. Just going back to harass Harsh. Finds that easy frag, but does get punished for his war crimes in the server eventually.
Yeah, and we're now on screen with Catch the Kid looking to come against Luke, but Luke with his name is too good and takes him out. We're now on here with Warlord, a really strong individual player. A lot of y'all community will know this guy. He does a lot of good work as well for himself. And as you can see, that overshield is coming up, and this player here, Reed, is looking to try and grab it, but is unfortunately not able to pop it. Now on screen with Avark in a scrappy situation. He was fighting 2 Spartans at the same time there, does walk away with an assist. Now Harsh with the Boom Booms, looking to try and maybe get a little pocket rocket off here. Let's have a look. Is he going to make it? Is he going to do it? Pocket rocket does get Reed. Oh, he gets the assist. It is unfortunately taken out. Rockets just not performing as they should, unfortunately. Just missing that explosion.
What can you do? You're going to have some of those moments where you just come a little bit too close. The Rockets, unfortunately, not working out for any of the carriers in that little sequence as well. Chaos, though, 18 kills, top of the leaderboard, leading the charge. This man, he's got a mission, and that mission is in the form of our grand prize, the controller itself. He's hungry for it. He's not stopping. He's pulling out all the stops to try to make sure that he walks away. It's a bit of a shame that we can't exactly have, like, you know, a supplementary prize for the best overall performer when it comes to, you know, high kill counts and that kind of stuff, but we will eventually get there, don't you worry, when we're back in, or when we're down to our 2 remaining players. TK2 breaking even 9-9 in this particular map thus far, does eventually hit double digits as well. Plasma Grenade does not stick, so he will get absolutely nothing from the grave.
Yeah, and as you can see, Chaos with the 19 kills is sitting strong. Like you said, he's hungry for it. But at the same time, so if I'm sitting here with 20 kills, yeah, I want to keep grinding out, I want to keep playing warm, but I don't also want to burn myself out too much as well, because if you burn yourself out too much, you might be tired for the next round. So just, you know, these players are obviously, you know, if I'm sitting with 20 kills nice comfortably, I'm just kind of sitting back, taking my time, because I know I'm okay. And we do get a nice triple kill there for Zonda, looking to try and get the overkill on Avark. Avark not giving him that shout. Zonda trying to stay alive, but that's another beautiful triple kill there from Zonda, putting up a high performance. We're now on with Catch the Kid, looking to come up against TK2. Does get the kill assist. Looking to try and stay alive here, does get his shield back, putting down that beautiful shroud screen to try and keep himself covered. And now making plays to try and stay alive on this ramp. He is in a sticky situation, players all around him. Oh, Catch the Kid, he gets taken out, but a massive good effort to him.
I was holding my breath because there were a lot of very uncomfortable positions that he managed to find himself in, unfortunately, and this map is already, you know, it's definitely a lot smaller, but it's playing out vastly different compared to our 2 larger maps that we have seen thus far. There's a lot more surfaces that you can bounce grenades on, and that's kind of been sort of like the name of the game. Everyone just turned into an artillery unit. You're sending down, you're equipping the mortars, and you're just bombing everyone left, right, and center. So I think that's got to be the most annoying thing to actually deal with. I like this from Luke as well, and he's eventually going to go back on the chase to see if he can shut down this player. It's looking like a bit of a Tom and Jerry scene, but he does eventually box him down. So good stuff coming out from Luke. That drop shield tactic didn't quite work out as he anticipated, though.
You love to see the cat and mouse play, man, when players are chasing each other like that. And you can see We've got Reed here still in this tournament, ladies and gentlemen. He is sitting here with his 10 kills comfortably. Does get taken out, puts himself a little exposed there, you could say. And we now have Icy Vermin getting taken out. We're now back on Catch the Kid with a double kill, but is taken out. And Zonda look to try and get a kill on Kim. Does get the kill on Kim, look to try and stay alive, but is unfortunately taken out. TK2 with the spawn up. Playing nice and easy, nice and sneaky. Sees Kim, gets his shots on him. Kim using those pillars to his advantage and using it for cover. And now on with Icy. It seems to be that there's different types of the map Tudor that the players are playing on. Like you've got that area there, and then you've also got that little room that people keep going back to and fighting like crazy in there. Like this room here. So you've the different rooms. So this guy here with the camel, Reed, with the no scope beatdown. Beautiful work, beautiful work. Kim there with the overkill. Kim does get an overkill, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, we did not see that screen, but we do have Reed sitting with Camel looking to try and get some no scopes. Does take out Ash and Reese. It does get the no scope, trying to take out Bean. Does get the trade. Massive plays from Reed, sitting with 15 kills. He was sitting with 10 and managed to get 5 kills. Quite rapid there, Tudor. Playing really well and using Camel and the sniper rifle to his advantage.
Exactly, because Reed was bottom fragging in the server for a hot moment right there, but he's tied with a few others for 16, and it's actually Foyvikas that has the lowest count at 15. So Reed doing a brilliant job of keeping himself within congestion. Nice little catch from the kid himself, finding 2 1 HP, 1 shot players, so he'll easily take those dog tags and add it to his service record. But from behind, it is going to be remote that he somehow beats down. You're not supposed to be winning that at all. He might even get away with a 4th on his life right now, but he's going to quickly catch his breath. Shields up, guns up, and he's looking for some more action to chomp down on.
Catch the kid, catch the kid. Yeah, you've got to catch that kid because he's out here frying right now. Takes out Reed. Catch the kid with an amazing performance there. Warlord now on screen gets taken out. Warlord sitting here with 24 kills, but Suspense and Ash and Reese sitting here with their 36 and 32, along with Chaos is on the 31. So they are in their 30s, ladies and gentlemen. This map has been very scrappy and very exciting as well. Loving to be casting it here today. A lot of good moments, a lot of good fights. As you can see, Ash and Reese getting those clean bandit shots, looking to try and get the double kill on Zonda. Gets the double kill, no problem. Now chasing down here towards this little room that I'm talking about. Does see the camel play, can he get it? Does get the camel, will he stay alive? But it's unfortunately the camel is burned, but a massive good play for him for going for it. Tudor, what an exciting couple of minutes, or should I say a few seconds that was, with the amount of scrappiness that was going on there.
Yeah, it makes me think back to when Reed actually had that camo for a little bit, because these players are constantly on it. It seems like you've got absolutely no privacy at all on this map whatsoever. The moment that you can even get an active camo going, it just quickly gets extinguished, and that's the case that we're seeing so often. But you've got to capitalize. You've got to be like TK2. You have got to punish everyone for merely existing in your world. And he narrowly gets away with a 30-second frag. But it was Ash and Reese that was on a 42nd, now 43rd. A massive individual performance in my previous theory in saying that, oh, we're not going to see that big numbers as the day progresses. Yeah, completely debunked by some of these players. It's utter insanity that we're witnessing. Zondit could potentially blow my mind here as well with the S7. Finds a nice little easy cleanup. Whoa! Talk about perfection on that swing. So quick to act, so quick to just magnetize that S7 for another frag.
Oh my god, what did I just witness there? That was some extremely good plays there from TK2. He almost got the overkill as well with the ninja. He went in, he got that triple kill, and you can see he went with the bounce back to try and get the ninja. If he put off, he got that there, that would have been probably the best clip of the whole Bukie beatdown so far. But these players are playing unbelievable Tudor. Absolutely excited for him. We've got another double kill here from Tarsh. Gets a triple kill, but it's unfortunately taken out. And that will be that first round on Ghost Town, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god, Tudor. That was some crazy stuff happening right there. There's the replay. You guys got to go in. He gets the triple kill on Harsh. Does like to try and take out Remote. Goes for the ninja, but unfortunately gets taken out. If anything, I would say that was a ninja, but it did not get accepted. What an absolute play. And then you've got the beautiful double kill from Zonda. Boom! Haircut. Look, it's too good. Taken out one more time. with that beautiful no scope
Double kill.
headshot. Unbelievable plays from a lot of our players there, Tudor. What an exciting round.
Double kill.
And I'm so happy that we're getting to see some of these replays towards the very tail end because my heart is still busting, it's still thumping. That map was so exciting, and I was absolutely shocked to look down at the timer and see that it was flashing red because I really wasn't ready to kiss that instance of Ghost Town goodbye. But we will have to kiss a couple of players goodbye for today. Avark, Reed, Icy Vermin, and Remote, unfortunately not making the cut at the very bottom. Yeah, shout out to them for putting up such a great performance and for, giving it their all towards the very end, but there was just way too much going on there to really keep up. It's overwhelming, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, that was crazy. And you were like, I could just see everything that was just coming your way. You were in the middle of the casting part there, and everything was just coming out. It was all just coming your way. It was like boom, boom, boom. So a big massive GG's to Reed and Avark, who has been eliminated from the Bukie Christmas Beatdown. Reed, who filled in today just to get those players up. Reed, I hope you had fun playing in an EHL tournament, and Bukie, obviously Christmas Beatdown tournament, dude. I hope you had a lot of fun there, my guy. And Avark as well, my teammate from HSK. A big massive GG's to you, my guy, as well. We do have scrims on Monday. Lock in. So, so yeah, big massive GG's to you guys. Thank you for showing up for the Bukie Christmas Beatdown, and I hope you guys have a beautiful Christmas, and I hope you get some beautiful Christmas dinner, some of that good stuff, some of that turkey, some of that. Reed was robbed. I've seen that in the chat there. Reed was robbed, but oh my god, what an exciting round for Ghost Town. And like I said, we're now down to less players against Tudor, and you know, everybody's absolutely killing it.
Yeah, no, we've seen some really crazy, absolutely mental individual performances, and there was one particular player, I really wish that I could like rewind the feed a little bit over there, because we almost had someone actually hit 50 kills. Who just won the map, actually?
I actually didn't see who. I always just focus on the bottom two, but so whoever won it, big massive
someone's gonna have to remind us in chat super quickly.
Ashen Reese, Ashen Reese, 46
4 kills away from what could have been the first 50 of today. That is not something that I had on my bingo card.
We are going into round number 2 just shortly, ladies and gentlemen. But as you can see, Ashen Reese just short of that 50 bomb. You know, he's absolutely killing it out there, and so is a lot of players. Everybody showed up today, they're not just, I would say everybody is individually playing really well. But we are going into round number 2 of Ghost Town. You know, that last round is exciting. I can only imagine that this round's going to be exciting. These players must be getting to the sweaty point. They're like, God, we just got to keep going. We just got to keep going, Tudor. We just got to keep bouncing. We've got to keep killing. And we are on screen with Remote looking to try and get that first kill. Takes out Look Too Good with that perfect kill. Warlord looking to try and grab that overshield.
What has been grabbed is Suspense with this active camo. Somehow, that's not a ninja beatdown. I feel like Suspense just got robbed there a little bit.
Yeah, we are on screen with Kim here. So he's already sitting with 1 kill already, looking to try and take out TK2. TK2 does take him out, no problem. And we are on with Suspense. Suspense looking to try and put up a high performance. Comes to get zoned it looking to try and get some no scopes here, but does miss him. Does get that double kill on Chaos. Now looking to try and find a little headshot here. Can he get the triple kill? Doesn't quite get it. Does get that that player one shot though. Suspense looking to try and stay alive. He needs to watch he doesn't get pinched here and try and make himself across the map.
Oh, the turn on was nearly there for Suspense. One more shot in this S7 for Dean to work with, but it's going to be harsh that takes him down, if I'm not mistaken, or it might have been Luke. Either way, hopping on with Foivikas in a very sticky situation, caught between a rock and a hard place, or a crate in a hard place, if we're going to be literal about it. No chance in hell he could have made it out of that one alive. And immediately within the first minute of action, give or take, TK2 once again leading the lobby. Luke has managed to somehow piece together this spanker. So this has the potential for some purchase, but no. Absorbs a stalker rifle and then blows himself up.
Yeah, unfortunately there for him, he did blow himself up with the rockets. What I did notice in that rocket skin though was an old Season 1 skin, which I haven't seen in a long time. Yeah, G2 skin, I haven't seen that skin in a long time. It's one I never ever got to purchase, but they were looking good, but unfortunately didn't get to use them. We are now on screen here with Ash and Reese, who's sitting here with 9 kills, but TK2 is sitting with the 11 shooter, looking to try and find some overshield play. Does manage to pop it off. Ash and Reese looking to try and find some blood here. Looking to try and be aggressive with this overshield. He has to try and get himself looking for Spartans, which he does. He finds Phoenix, will get that kill, no problem. Phoenix nowhere to go as Ash and Reese gets that perfect kill. Again, Ash and Reese being a high performance player. He knows what he's doing, he knows how to shoot, he knows his angles, like he said, zoned it, taking out no problem. His aggression is always there. He just pushes and pushes and pushes. Watch this player time and time again, and like I said, he's one of these players that's improved highly in my books. Like, you know, amazing to see. But yeah, it's looking good, Tudor, it's looking good.
Exactly, it's looking really good. It's looking super competitive. Ash and Reese traded off with Icy Vermin. Ash and Reese looking to potentially go for, what is it, a 3rd map win over the course of today. Could potentially happen. Suspense does get one. He will pick up that little sonar to try to keep an eye out on whether or not that S7 is being picked up. Easy little find onto Being. Second one onto Chaos, as easy as you like. Not enough for him to actually claim that first spot, but he is slowly starting to work his way up. Narrowly dodges death, but still remains on the door. And it will be Vikim that just kicks it wide open.
Yeah, Vikim there kicking it wide open and looking to try and find himself some more kills. He is sitting here with 9. Does need to get a little bit more just to get himself comfortable. Does find Zonda, but comes up against 2 players. Make sure he gets that trade before we go out. I believe Chaos does have the sniper rifle. We are on him. Sorry, Catch the Kid has the sniper rifle. So we are on screen with him. Let's see what he can do. It seems to like the sniper, so obviously spawns over there. So these kids will be over here trying to get it. And he does get that nice headshot there. Looking to try and find some more heads. Will he find it? Zonda's going to play it. Will he get the no-scope? Nope, Zonda takes him out. Zonda looking to try and pick up that sniper rifle, but Zonda is taken out. Very scrappy situations. These players are feeling the pressure now, as you can see, Tudor. Got Harsh here sitting with 12 kills, looking to try and kill Catch Kid, but it's unfortunately taken out. And TK2 sitting with 19 again on the 20 with the double kill. Taking his time, looking to try and find remote. Beautiful grenade, gets him one shot. Will he finish him off?
Should be able to get this.
Yeah, he gets it, no problem. Looking to try and get more. He's sitting here 21. Looking comfortable, TK2. He's looking very comfortable. Takes out Chaos with that beatdown. Still half shield in play. Look at come against remote. Goes for that ninja, but remote says no.
Yeah, he's wise to his antics. Not gonna let him get away with that particular instance of debauchery. Catch the Kid looking to avoid catching hands this time around. Wants to actually throw them out. 15 kills to his name, 6 on the leaderboard. Doesn't even secure a trade in that instance. A bit of a rough exchange going on, as Remote will also be taking down himself. Vikim from afar cleans up a very, very hurt Spartan. Potentially a second one to be found, but no. Suspense pulls the rug from underneath his feet instead.
And Kim here getting some
so close.
crazy shots there, man. Just absolutely rapid firing at the hip there, trying to get himself some kills. But Kim, unfortunately, does get taken out. Zoned with the Needler, using that sandbox to his ability, trying to get a little Needler kill. I love to see Needler in play. Good to see, good to see. Warlord, actually struggling this round. Sitting here with his 13 kills. He might be getting himself a little bit comfortable. Catch the Kid sitting here with 16. And gets himself into a sticky situation, but does not manage to get that stick on Warlord. And as you can see, Phoenix takes out Warlord, no problem. Very scrappy. We're on the death cam here. Catch the Kid. That sniper rifle is in play, Tudor, and so is the camo. And it looks like Catch the Kid is trying to get it, but Suspense picks it up. Suspense is unfortunately going to burn that camo, but he does get the trade. And now Zonda, that overshield is in play as well, I believe. Or it's, no, it's the Boom Booms. The Boom Booms are in play. So if whoever gets the Boom Booms can potentially get themselves some nice little kills here. Especially if they come into a little mosh pit area. looking like
I think
Zonda.
Zondit's got enough space right now to go for those spankers, but the respawns are coming on through, so he's got a lot of different things to juggle, a lot of different responsibilities to try to piece together. It's even entirely possible that we might not see those spankers actually get picked up because they might just be impossible to attain. No one's really trying their hand at going for them, and Zondit's actually got a better play in mind. He's going to use those. He's going to use that power weapon as bait instead and just easily pick off some of these hurt Spartans. That's a piece found right there, and this could just be the tactic that he sticks with for the remainder of this map.
Yeah, as you can see, he's got himself some amazing angles there. It's unfortunately taken out by Catch Kid, but Zonda was in a really good play there. As you can see, he was just looking out and getting them angles and just picking up all those kills, which was really good to see from him. But we do have those rockets in play. He did try to go for them, so the rockets are now down on the floor waiting for someone to pick them up. We do have the sniper rifle here. Suspense looking to try and get a headshot. Fortunately taken out. Now on screen with remote, looking to try and push this top mid area. Does get shot in the back. It's one of them ones you need to try and... Chaos with the overkill, ladies and gentlemen. Chaos does pick up an overkill. So he is absolutely frying out there. Warlord taken out. Now on with Phoenix, who's sitting here with his 24 kills. Chaos takes him out with that rocket launcher. Does pick up that double kill. Chaos absolutely frying here, but is unfortunately taken out to the... Chaos sitting with the 30 bomb.
Yeah. Icy Vermin tied with the 30 bomb, and it is TK2 once again leading the charge. 33 to his name thus far. Ashen Reese somehow managing to get out of that situation relatively unscathed, so he does live to fight yet another day as we're hopping on with the top fragger himself, TK2, looking to see what he could potentially put together. He's creeping up behind Zondit, and this should be a freebie. Doesn't even take a melee damage, but he will have to forfeit the exchange to Suspense. Actually, no, he's double dipping, and that is a costly mistake.
Look too good. Looking to try and come down here and sneaky beaver his way into Ashen Reese. Does take him out, catches him out really good there. Finds Chaos, does get Chaos one shot. Chaos using the cover to his advantage, takes him out, but TK2 just looking like he's over here having a good time, but unfortunately gets taken out. Look too good, manages to make that push into this sniper room here, as you can see, is finding himself kills, but Remote says no, he did get double teamed there by the looks of it. Look at all the beatdowns happening here, Tudor. Everybody is, Warlord has picked up, I can't remember the name of this weapon. It is one of the kind of newest ones. This is like a grab hammer slash shotgun. It is so strong. I'd love to see
That's insanity.
The Boom Booms are in play. Being trying to reload them quickly in time, but it's unfortunately taken out. So it looks like whoever grabs them rockets is going to have a hard time. They're just going to get shut down.
Icy Vermin. Another unsuccessful ninja attempt added to the list. We haven't really seen too many of them in Ghost Town overall, but quickly looking towards the scores, things are looking a little bit rough for Being and for Luke, who are in the elimination zone, moving into the last 10 seconds of this map. Zondit as well, 34, hopping on with him, but it's just about all said and done, and we are locking in the score. TK2 leading the charge yet again, 41, so he's going to take the map altogether, but that does mean that we are once again, Bucky, waving goodbye to two superstars who made it this far.
And I believe, as I was kind of trying to clock the scoreboard there, I think two players might be tying at the bottom. I believe Warlord may have been one of them. So if they are tying with the scoreboard, let's have a look. No, we're good. I thought Warlord was tied with someone else, but looking like Being and Luke Too Good will be eliminated from the Bukie Christmas Beatdown. A big, massive GG's to them, ladies and gentlemen. Being, I see you in the chat there, my guy. Thank you for showing up to the Bukie Christmas Beatdown. I hope you had a great day of Halo. And same to you, Luke Too Good. You put up some good plays. Thank you so much for being a part of the Bukie Christmas Beatdown. Big massive GG's to you guys. I hope you guys have a good Christmas. Stay locked into the stream and enjoy the rest of the show. But thank you for showing up and thank you for all the support. And a big thank you to all the community here today watching the Bukie Christmas Beatdown. But Tudor, Ghost Town is done. We're now moving on to Foundry. We're now moving on to a new map.
Exactly, we get to close a particular chapter of the Winter Beatdown, and we're moving on to Foundry as we are progressing with just 10 players into this next map, and then after that, when we're down to 8, we'll have a recharge, aquarium when we're down to 4, and the 1v1. Where is the 1v1 actually going to be played on?
The 1v1 is going to be map number 1. There is 3 maps. You have Snowfire, which is beautiful and Christmassy. We've got some little snowmen in that map, which is Live Fire. If you aren't familiar with it, it's basically a Christmas version of Live Fire. So after that, it then goes on to Streets, and then if we do go to a game 3, hopefully we do, Tudor, hopefully we do, we love a game 3, we then go back to Snowfire. Yeah. So these will be the maps that we're playing, and I'm really looking forward to it. It's a different, you know, it'll give those Christmas vibes, but I'm going to talk Foundry. So this is Foundry, Tudor. This is also a Halo 3 map that was made back in the day, one of the big ones, and really good map to play on. Very small again, so we're going to see a lot of scrappy situations in here. Spawns might be a little bit mental. Players have to definitely get themselves spawned up, get some kills, fan out, and try and stay alive.
Let's see what Foivicus can put up. Very often when we've spoken about Foivicus, he was like very close to the elimination zone, and part of me kind of deep down believes that his time might be up, but I really hope to be proven wrong with a very good individual performance coming out from him. But lots of trades being exchanged left, right, and center as the action initially kicks off. It's getting super messy. It's getting almost a little bit incomprehensible at times. That's just the nature of these kinds of maps. As we've got TK2, the winner of the previous map, does go down relatively early. Icy Vermin, also a top performer from our first map, Command Assault as well. Not exactly having the time of his life right now. It's not very live, laugh, love for him.
Yeah. And as I say, like, it wouldn't be a Bucky Christmas beatdown if it wasn't to be so chaotic with these maps. That's why the Bucky beatdown is so special, because we put in these random maps just to give the players a little bit of an eye-opener. A little shock to the system, you could say, Tudor, to get, you know, to test their abilities. They do have to have that awareness, like Ashen Reese did there with the turnaround and gets a reversal. We have Warlord on screen getting kills on TK2. He does get taken out by a fusion coil, and Suspense is taken out with the boom booms, and Icy Vermin again, who must have picked up those boom booms from Suspense. Absolute scrappiness, as you can see. Phoenix here looking to try and take out Warlord, does get the duck flying out the sky. Coming up against Ashen Reese, gets the trade with the lovely double kill, and now Suspense looking to try and take on some Spartans, but it's unfortunately taken out by 2 of them. You can see how crazy this is, Tudor. Like, how scrappy this situation is. Where do you want to be? Where do you want to hold? It's one of them ones.
I think whatever answer you might have to that question is always going to be incorrect. A map like this, you've just got to stay mobile. You've got to just try to put yourself stuck right into the action every single engagement. We've seen a couple of players with sort of like their own takes on the camping, and I'm kind of glad that most of those have been quickly unraveled, because it just it almost kills the suspense a little bit. We just like to see the chaotic nature of it really unfold and unravel. And speaking of the suspense, we're on with him as well, and he's gonna tuck himself into this little cubby right here. I'm curious what he's trying to piece together, or if he's just looking to settle down and grab himself a breath of fresh air before he hops right back into the action. Immediately on his hard right, there is a player, and does get taken out by Warlord.
Yeah, that is 7 Sniper is in play, but Catch the Kid does not manage to get it. You can see this corridor situation is becoming, you know, a massive problem. You can see Mangler in play as well, with the Mangler Justice gets taken out there, but Kim throwing a couple of grenades, moving around the map, looking to try and find a little Spartan to kill, gets the back smack on Remote. Remote unfortunately taken out of a scrappy situation there, but Kim with the double kill. And now on with Warlord sitting here with 12 kills. This is a very, looking at the scoreboard as well, it's looking very close. Remote there kind of struggling with the 7, but has plenty of time to bounce back.
Yeah, definitely so. It's not over until the fat lady sings, I love to say. Warlord also gonna fall victim to Suspense's kill spree. At least he's looking to build one up in this instance. A 2-piece already secured. Catch the Kid to his immediate, well, now 6 o'clock. Does manage to get the turnaround and the beatdown on that as well. And it does seem as if those moments of actually stringing together multi-kills, they're just getting rarer and rarer. Things are so much tighter. Remote is the only player who's lagging behind a scoreline of 8-13, but he's still got 5 minutes and a bit to make up for it, so it's not all said and done. But you're looking at the gaps between kills, and Harsh is leading things with about 19. The lowest after that in double digits. Remote's now just hit double digits with 10. It would have been 12 from Victim, so these gaps are very much getting narrower.
Yeah. And what these players want to be doing is be getting these next 5 minutes out the road, because the next 2 players that get eliminated will make the lobby smaller and probably a bit of a fresh air, you could say, for these players, because you can see it's just so chaotic. Everybody who we go to is one shot, you know what I mean? The shields are low. People are struggling to get their shields. Chaos with the beautiful strafe there gets that kill, but we're on with Suspense, who does take him out. Suspense sitting here with the 20 kills. Very good FFA player, I would say. Mr. Suspense is. He likes to make himself a champion. As you can see, he is the former Bukie Beatdown champion. He is looking to try and keep his crown. And as we can see, Cat's a Kid with a beautiful triple kill, looking to try and find the overkill, but does not get it. But
delayed
does get the
overkill.
trade. Yeah, we'll give him an unofficial. We'll give him an unofficial.
Even though the medal doesn't pop up on screen, it's an honorary OV, and I'm definitely willing to give those out here and there. Screw the kill timers that 343 had put together; they don't really matter.
Yeah. Catch the Kid, 21 kills, but you can see this, scoreboard is looking very tight, which is good to see. But I want to mention one player right now. Tudor is Chaos, who's sitting here with 14, sitting pretty low this round. Looking like he's kind of struggling a little bit. Like I said, he's had some good rounds, but now he's came into this map and it's like, oh shit, I'm struggling now. He now needs to kind of bounce back and take a little step back and just think about what he's got to do.
Yeah, definitely so. Sometimes you just need a moment to try to reevaluate things, but then again, when you're getting stuck into the action right off of spawn, it's really, really hard and just difficult in general to try to reevaluate. So you just gotta stay locked in. If you lock out, you basically can just write yourself off in this competition. S7 doesn't find any purchase, but a double beat down. Victim with a left, right, and good night will take, with a left, right, good night will take down his opposition, and he keeps the sniper alive. This could be massive.
Yeah, and as you can see, look how fast he's moving. You can tell he's a mouse and keyboard player. He's an MNK player. The speed of him, the way he is moving around the map as well, is just unplayable. But that stick there, Suspense manages to get the trade on. Now we're on with Catch the Kid. This is looking like a little bit of a scrap. Oh my god, return to sender, Catch the Kid with the return of the rocket. Unbelievable from Catch the Kid. Great reflexes there from the boy himself. Managed to get that rocket return, and you love to see it, Tudor. I love to see a bit of repulsing happening on the map. Good plays from the player all round. Now on with Harsh, who's sitting here with 31 kills, and Icy Vermin with the 21.
9 plus 10 for Icy Vermin. Maybe he can get himself out of the danger zone. It's currently Victim and Remote, the only 2 players yet to hit 20. And there's 2 minutes and about 15 left to play. Still a lot of action, a lot of uncertainty, a lot of question marks. And the Suspense on 1 HP will get taken down before he can hit dirty 30. Zonded and Harsh, they're the only 2 players who have surpassed that particular mark of kills. TK2 struggling to keep his life intact. A bombardment of nades and a beat down to send him to the death screen. Not going to be happy with that particular conclusion to his life. But from up above, Chaos tries to string together another sequence, does get taken down. Ashen respawns himself a double. Drop shield buys him some additional time, but doesn't get the kill. Unfortunately, gets taken down.
Just misses that last shot there as he put the drop shield down. But an absolutely incredible play from himself. As I was saying, Chaos must have heard his own stream or something, because he is bouncing back up. He's now sitting with 24 kills. We are almost on the Digger taken now. We're on with Icy looking to come up against Chaos. Does gets the kill on Chaos.
Hello.
Look, does pick up those boom booms. Oh no, bad time to reload. unfortunately, but Ashton Reese does pick up those boom booms, looking to try and get them. It seems to be anybody that picks up these rockets, like, you are getting shut
Or
down.
march for death if you pick up the rockets when they're empty.
Absolutely. We now have Chaos getting that trade there. We're now back on the screen with Suspense. Picks up that perfect, gets that killing spree. A nice use of the drop wall. Puts down another one. Looking to find Remote. Tries to go back in, but unfortunately gets taken out. Warlord's there sitting with 26 kills. Kim does pick up that sniper rifle. We have 2 snipers on the map. And no scopes happening there. And Chaos, again, 27 kills. He's bouncing back. He's up against Icy. Icy takes him out. Icy here with now the 30 kills, picks up that sniper rifle, looking for some headshots. Can he find some heads? There's Phoenix. Phoenix manages to go behind the wall, does get the no-scope beat down on Remote. Looking to reload, refreshing himself, does get taken out, and we're now on screen with Zondik. Ladies and gentlemen, 10 seconds left on the map. We have Zondik sitting here with the 38 kills, looking very strong, but Suspense with the 40 bomb does get taken out. And Catch the Kid with 37 high kills in this lobby. It has been a close one, but ladies and gentlemen, that will be the end of that round for the Bucky Christmas Beatdown. Tudor, that was an exciting one. How are we feeling?
I'm feeling like we're really starting to dig very deep into the barrel for some obnoxious strategies. That's kind of what it seems like is happening. Like, we're barely seeing the sniper really actually find any purchase. All of the duels between S7s have been less than graceful, I think is the best way to sort of envelop and encapsulate that. But we are going to have to wave goodbye to both Remote and Victim in this instance, 21 and 22 respectfully. Unfortunately for them, they will no longer be able to participate, but shout out to them for making it this far into the tournament. A top 12 finish is still nothing to sneeze at. That's, you know, you've done better than the other half of the people up until this point. You can give yourself a pat on the back for that.
Yeah. Absolutely. So Remote and Victim, massive GGs to you for you guys showing up here for the Bucky Christmas Beatdown and obviously supporting it. And you guys played absolutely incredible today, pulled off some good plays, and don't be disappointed on yourself from where you placed. You guys played extremely well. So a big massive Merry Christmas to you boys when it comes. Guys, we are going to go to a quick break and let these guys get, you know, hydrated, get their, you know, their fluids down, get some water, get some, you know, eggnog, I don't know, maybe a little bit of Christmas spirit, maybe, you know, a little bit, maybe some cookies, I don't know. But yeah, we're going to take a quick break, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned in, get yourself a cup of tea, get yourself a coffee, stay locked into the EHL and also the Bucky Christmas Beatdown today, and we'll see y'all soon.
Seems right, it never was. We were just stuck into something. Time shows we let it go for too long. Go back, I never could. It wasn't what I was searching for at all. We've been turning upside down. Now things are stranger. Nothing's left to say. Too far gone to go back to that place. And I don't wanna feel that way.
stay drunk, but it had to be fate between you and me. If it breaks down, then we'll fix what is broken. Yeah, it'll take time, but you know that I'm hooked. All the best things don't get built in an instant. Yeah, we can get back all the time that it took. Play our cards right, take a trip to the ocean. Yeah, back in my hand, I read you like a book. And honestly, I'm circling. Take me right back to the way that it was. Oh, baby, if it's a phase, then we'll both know what it's gonna take. Make or break, I will follow. High and low, you get the best of me. If it's a phase, then we'll both know what it's gonna take. Make or break, I will follow. High and low, you get the best of me. Built in an instant. Yeah, we can get back all the time that it took. Play our cards right, take a trip to the ocean. Yeah, back in my hand, I read you like a book. And honestly, I'm circling. Take me right back to the way that it was. Oh, baby, if it's a phase, then we'll both know what it's gonna take. Make or break, I will follow. High and low, you get the best of me.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Bucky Christmas Beatdown. We've had a little break. We've had a little bit of some hydration. You know, get our fluids on board for this next tasty round that's coming up. Tudor, it's been some good Halo. I've been excited today. I've been, you know, it's good to see everybody showing up and putting in that absolute, you know, 110% effort for all these players, and it's just getting, you know, so much intense as the numbers go down. Tudor,
Exactly.
how we doing?
I'm doing astounding because I'm very excited to see this pool shrink even further. Things are going to get a lot more tighter, and the closer that we get to that coveted 1v1, I just genuinely cannot wait. I'm struggling to contain my excitement, not just for that, but also I'm treating myself to some homemade eggnog as well, because we're in the Christmas spirit. And don't worry, this is the non-alcoholic version. I make it myself every single year.
Do you know, it's actually something I've never tried, is eggnog. I really do need to try it because it sounds, I don't know, I'm guessing it's very eggy. Am I right, Tudor?
It's super eggy, but in like the best way possible.
Is it like a kind of sweet drink?
Yeah. So I throw, like, you basically start off by whipping together eggs and sugar, and then you add in like a whole bunch of Christmas spices, cinnamon, nutmeg, all that good stuff. I'll give you my recipe after the show's over, and you can make it in time for your own holiday celebrations. But we've got more important matters to deal with right now, Bucky, because for Christ's sake, we're doing your namesake tournament.
Ah, no, sorry, I was just too busy talking about eggnog there. It looked very tasty and I wanted to try some. But no, we're back on here with some Halo. We do have Ash and Reese taking out Icy with the no scope. We are on with Ash and Reese, looking to try and pick up a kill on Zonda. Zonda takes him out. Zonda sitting here with the 4 kills. Trying to stay alive. Gets the fusion coil, tries to take out Phoenix, but Phoenix does not go down with that fusion coil as it just bounced off his back, but it did make him one shot. And as you can see, Tudor, we've got a smaller lobby.
Yeah, indeed we do this time around. Down to, what is it, 14 right now, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah, let me do. I'm not a quick math guy, but yeah. Let's see.
Actually, no. We're down to we're down to
10. We're
Yeah,
down to 10. We're down to 10.
I can't count. Yeah.
Neither can I. Trust me, I cannot count.
No.
Suck. But we are on with Catch the Kid, looking to try and get skills. These guys do have a lot of breathing room now to their play around this map, as they've got less players to fight against. Beautiful kills there from Catch the Kid. Looking to try and he does get taken out, but Warlord, we are on screen with Warlord, who just looks like he's just spawned up, trying to get kills. Sorry, shots on Phoenix. Does take him out up against Icy Vermin. A nice tasty 1v1 situation here, and Warlord comes out with that win.
Yeah, easy little pickup right there. Hopping back on with Catch the Kid. Does have Zondit in his sights. Easy little trade. He would have ideally wanted a little bit more in that instance. Suspense is gonna sing a sweet song of death with those rockets. Manages to stick the reload, which is a very rare occurrence from what today has shown us. First rocket and the second do unfortunately miss, but at least he's expended those, so no one can pick up the boom booms, because you've infected me with your boom booms, Bukie.
Yeah, so we have Harsh here, who's sitting comfortably with his 14 kills. TK2 sitting with 4 kills, looking like he is struggling this round. And like I said, different rounds can be a different situation for these players, depending on what's happening around the map. You can be in some unlucky situations. You know, Chaos giving the little show off there. I gotta love the kid. He's got the Irish blood in him. He's absolutely killing it. Picks up that Mangler. Love to see. Look to try and find Catch the Kid. Looking like Chaos looks like he wants to hang around this, because he knows there's going to be spawners coming up for the players that's dying. So it's looking like he's trying to catch these players out as we speak. Warlord does get caught out, coming up against TK2 with that Mangler. Takes him out, no problem. And in there trying to regain him shield. Bounces back out. Comes up against Warlord with the killing spree for Chaos, sitting here with 13. But Harsh, the man himself, 17 kills, S7 in hand.
Let's see, first shot doesn't connect, and Super Combine is not the way that you want to be going out in any instance in a Halo. It's a bit of a sucky feeling, but you got to get over it. Catch the Kid with the S7, just looking to burn the remaining ammo. Narrowly managed to get that little snapshot, but it doesn't quite piece itself together. Vermin is going to find himself a lowly S7, doesn't even get the exchange with that melee either. Return to sender, as I think it is Chaos. Didn't read the track and trace correctly on that particular grenade.
And TK2 has bounced himself back up to there as well. As you can see, he was sitting low on the kills. Now he's sitting here with 14, looking comfortable. But we are on screen with Icy Vermin, sitting here with 10, looking to go up against TK2. But TK2 just too strong, does take him out with that perfect shot. Boom booms from Catch the Kid, gets that double kill, looking to try and find that triple kill. Can he get it? Might be an unofficial here. I think it's going to be an unofficial. Does get taken out. And Warlord, we're on the death cam here. Phoenix sitting with 7. I believe he's sitting in the lowest in the lobby, which he is. Try and bounce himself back, gets that beatdown on Suspense. Looking good. Does get shot in the back and taken out. Caught out. I feel like that area over there would be a place I would want to avoid, but as you can see, Icy Vermin with the overkill on screen. What is this kid up to?
Ravager. Sometimes a very awkward weapon to use, especially when you gotta let it cool down. Doesn't quite string it together, unfortunately enough. TK2 caught off guard, does exchange his life at the very least, so denies Catch the Kid a kill, but that's not going to deter him. Finds Eye Harsh, and it's a bit tricky, that engagement. I feel like that's something that Catch the Kid should have gotten away with much earlier.
Yeah, now we have Warlord looking to try and swing himself around here. Does get taken out by Ice Vermin, does get the trade though, which is good. A trade is always better than nothing. Zonda playing nice and calmly here. Looking to try and see if he's got any kills coming. Sorry, Spartan's pushing for that door. Suspense does back down. Smart play from him, but looking like he's in another situation here. He's fighting another Spartan. This is probably Zonda's time to try and go in here and get some kills. Unfortunately, Chaos says no and takes him out. Icy Vermin sitting here with 19 kills, going up against TK2. Gets a kill assist. And is unfortunately taken out. Catch the Kid. Can he catch a kill? He does not.
Unfortunately doesn't. But Warlord, he does manage to put this S7 to decent use thus far. Still got some ammunition to work with, a full mag to be exact. There's one directly above him. Does he lock it in? He does! Nice little no-scope found onto Icy Vermin. He's still got 2 shots to work with. 2 potential kills to be found. Narrowly would have caught Icy Vermin for the 2nd time. But it's messy. It's scrappy. Looked as if he just accepted his fate there.
Yeah, and Icy Vermin just sitting there crouching. I think he thought he was going to die against Warlord there, but managed it. He put him off by just standing still. There is absolutely nothing worse when a player does that. But Catch the Kid, we're on screaming at him. He is 1 shot at the moment, sitting here, 16 kills, 18 deaths, and with his 9 assists, looking to see if he can try and spot someone out. Does clock Ashen Reese. Ashen Reese does get in cover. This area is definitely scrappy. You need to watch what you're doing in this situation. Suspense just tucked there in a corner. And now Phoenix moving over to TK2. Does get that kill, looking to pick up that S7. Does pick up that S7. Try and find some headshots. Gets that reload in to make sure he's got the 4 bullets ready to go. And we are now having a little sneaky tactical play from Phoenix, looking to try and find someone to take out. Can he clock Zondit behind the truck? Zondit staying alive, gets taken out with the snipe. No, he does not! I take it back, he gets the no-scope on Harsh. Phoenix, my man, good shot.
Indubitably. Warlord, not quite the lowest fragger within the lobby thus far. He's still within the safe area right now that he's hit 20 kills. It's actually Phoenix and Catch the Kid that are the only 2 that have yet to hit 20 thus far, but all could still change as we now move into the last 2 minutes of play. From behind, Catch the Kid still manages to keep his life intact, if only but for a fraction of a second. Warlord was on his tail, caught his scent, and snuffed him out, but just obliterated, sent to the moon by these rockets. Ashen Reese finds a connection despite being traded off by a stray fusion coil.
And that was unbelievable plays from those rockets. I love to see it. But we do have Zondit trying to struggle his way here. Does get killed. Icy Vermin sitting with 27 kills. Phoenix sitting with 19. Does need to bounce back. He has a minute 18. Things can change in a minute 18. Chura, he could come with the absolute bounce back, but unfortunately, as we speak, Phoenix did get taken out. Icy Vermin, 28 kills. Looking to try and find some angles. I believe that S7 sniper is up in 3 seconds. Catch the Kid looking like he's trying to wait for it, but does get caught out. Now looking to try and find Harsh. Gets that double kill, picks it up, looking for the headshot. Can he get it? Ooh. No, he's just tucked in behind there, that truck. It's Vermin sitting here with the 30. 47 left on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. This will be the last round played on this map. Icy Vermin putting some sticky grenades down there, trying to stay alive, but taking them out. And Warlord now looking to try and make some pushes.
He does manage to find 1 assist. Kill not exactly on the menu for Warlord in that instance. Icy Vermin, though, back in the swing of things. 31 kills to his name before eventually being sniped across the map by Chaos. As we hop on with the top fragger of Harsh. 15 seconds left, and he does manages to stick 40 thus far. The kill counts are still remaining obnoxiously high. Sky is the limit as the timer is flashing red. And this does mean that we're going to be wrapping up our bits of fun on Foundry. TK2 ending off in 2nd with 34 to his name, but that does mean that the pool is getting smaller and smaller.
Looking like, I believe when we get the scoreboard up, I think it was Catch the Kid and Phoenix that got eliminated there. I could be wrong once the scoreboard is up, but that was tasty. Let's have a look, Tudor. Let's have a look. Oh, I was totally wrong. Catch the Kid makes it through. Warlord himself gets eliminated along with Phoenix. Those 2 guys will be eliminated from the Bukie Christmas Beatdown. Warlord and Phoenix, thank you so much for tuning into thank you so much for competing in the Bukie Christmas Beatdown. I hope you guys have a successful Christmas. You guys played outstanding today. But, Tudor, you will be happy to know that we are moving on to our next map, which is Recharge.
Yeah, I was chuckling a little bit at the lobby chat as well. Warlord catching a little bit of shade there from some of the other players. It just happens, but it's all in good spirits. And yes, we will be moving down to Recharge, as now we are going to be moving to 8 players. So things are going to get super duper tight. in this instance. We're going to go back to some of the more regular maps that we're all accustomed to seeing and playing as well. So yeah, that chaoticness, it's still going to be there, just on a much smaller scale as we're moving into the HCS maps. Recharge is up next. Afterwards, we'll be moving towards Aquarius as well. But things are getting super duper tight, and I'm very happy about the fact that it doesn't seem as if there's any signs of stopping from the majority of these players that are still racking up kills left, right, and center. We're still seeing some moments of brilliance, and now things are just going to get that much more tense.
Yeah, and you know, these players will be happy to be moving on to Recharge, because as you can see, Recharge is one of the HCS maps that do get played. So you can technically say this is their home. They're now going home into somewhere they know. Recharge is one of them maps. So these players, you know, will be playing a lot comfortable in this map. They know exactly what places to watch out for, what angles they need to take, and you know what positions you need to take to get some good kills. So you know, Recharge, you know, they'll be happy, they'll be feeling comfortable in there. But we are down to obviously our last, you know, 8 Spartans, and it's looking very, very, very tasty indeed. And you know, big shout out to all the players who have showed up today and put in a high performance, Gerard. But you know, Recharge, you know, I believe we've got some camo on there. We do have some power weapons on there as well. I'm sure, you know, they can use whatever you know comes to their hand. So yeah, we're gonna see some tasty situations in this map for sure. I reckon there's going to be a lot of fighting in gold. I reckon that control area, I reckon that whole map's going to be used, to be honest. But I'd say playing aggressive on this map's probably going to work out for your favour, and making sure you're getting, you know, those power ups, etc., etc. But yeah, guys, we are going to be loading into the next map just shortly. We do have some players doing a couple of resets right now, so just bear with us, and we'll get on to this next round. But here we are, you know, a couple of replays on board. This is from the start. You can see, I love a good replay tutor. You know, you guys see it. Look at all those players we had, ladies and gentlemen, and now it's getting smaller. You can see the lobby there. It's getting much tighter indeed.
Part of me is actually kind of happy that we've reached the stage, because we no longer have to deal with that messy player counts on the UI as well, and things are going to be a lot more visually clear. For me, as a regular caster, it's like music to my ears, but to my eyes, if that makes sense.
Yeah, there is. I'm sure there is a way. So people like to see the scoreboard light up. We have to obviously see the scoreboard, but the UI, you can obviously take away those names, and you can see what's going on. But it's good to have the scoreboard up and see what people's getting up to, etc. But as you can see, guys, Recharge is being locked in. You can see we have Ashen, Reese, Chaos, Harsh, Zondit, TK2, Icy Vermin, the Suspense, Catch the Kid. These are the players that are left in the Bukie Christmas Beatdown. Tudor, I'm excited for this one. It's Recharge. It's going to be an absolute battle in this map. We've got the battle rifle that spawns down Long Haul. I believe we've got camo, it's in there as well. We've got everything that's happening on this map. I'm excited, my man.
Yeah, same. And just so that I don't accidentally burn myself out over tonight, because I do want to save all that energy for the eventual 1v1, I have officially descended, and I've put my desk down. I am a backseat gamer for this particular map, but we're gonna hop right into the action, and things starting to look a little bit more normal now as we are down to 8 players already. Kills being dished out. TK2, Catch the Kid, Harsh, and now the Suspense, each finding a frag or two of their own up in that gold side. As you mentioned, this is going to be a hot topic for today's festivity. Shock Rifle yet to be claimed by anyone. Maybe it's something that the Suspense goes for.
Maybe. Suspense obviously checking that on his door there to make sure that it's clear. It is clear, so he can get his eyes on that shock rifle. Will he go for the shock rifle though? He might actually just take his time here. Comes up there, does get 2 kill assists on there, but he does have the noob combo in hand, looking to push Whirlpool back into Orange Pipes. Shock rifle still there, looking to try and catch the kid. Catch him out, which he does. Catch the kid, gets taken down. Nice little beat down there from Suspense. And you know, I gotta love the noob combo. It takes me all the way back to the Halo 2 days where it was pure OP using that. It's great to see it. A nice little single shot kill there from Suspense as well.
Yeah, and I've got to really commend Suspense as well, because he was playing things very cautiously up in that gold service tunnel side, not really trying to, you know, overextend or dig his nose where it doesn't belong, but the shock rifle's finally going to get claimed. Chaos does manage to find a connection onto the Suspense, and he's still got plenty more to work with as he's going to rotate a little bit around. Finds the Suspense yet again, but not the frag. Instead, gets found out himself, hopping on with Zondit, a name that we've been screaming so often today, looking to piece together kills from afar, but from behind, from elevator. He's got to worry about Vermin, and it's absolutely picture perfect. Nearly the overkill secured as well, but the plasma stick from the grave, a parting gift as Zondit adds to the tally yet again.
Zondit playing absolutely great there down at that Mangler side when he just knew, he must have been listening out from where those players were coming from, because you can see he got that beautiful nade shot as well. He is one of the players that are looking to try and progress through, should I say, on this Bucky Christmas beatdown. But great plays all round from all these players so far. You can see the leaderboard is very, very tight. Tudor, the kills are very, very close. Ashton Reese struggling just a little bit with the 4, but I reckon he's got a lot of time. He does have a lot of time to bounce back. Catch the Kid does try to catch himself a camel, but this unfortunately gets taken out. And we're now on with Suspense, looking to play his life here. Can he stay alive? Does get that kill on Ashton Reese. Ashton Reese trying to get away there, and the Suspense taken out. Now on with Icy Vermin. Sitting one shot, shooting those plasma nades, trying to get the remote detonation, but does unfortunately get it. Catches Kids, catches a kill. Looking to try and get some BR shots, does get one shot down there, but Zondit comes up and cleans him up. And unfortunately is taken out. We're now on screen with Ashton Reese.
That was a bit of an interesting little sequence coming out from Catch the Kid, but now we've got to shift gears and put our mind over towards Chaos, who is just literally inducing and inciting chaos all around him. Oh, this is getting so scrappy. It's getting so messy. It's as if a tornado is sweeping over a junkyard and assembling a Boeing 747. Ashton Reese trying to find a connection with that shock rifle. Nothing to be found, unfortunately. Harsh now leading the charge, 16 kills. Easy little freebie onto Zondit, claimed all to himself, and he's got a decent bit of space to work with, but looking for the BM. Disrespect done to Zondit twice in a row.
You know, I've got that absolute chills watching this game right now, as these players are making some huge plays. Chaos playing some really good Halo. He may only be 14 kills, but he is sitting kind of comfortably, but he's looking very, very good, my guy, as he's playing some really good Halo. But we are on screen with Harsh, who's leading this lobby with 18 kills, but unfortunately does get taken out. We're now on that C-plat. Chaos get taken out. Icy Vermin. Chaos is playing some really good Halo here, Tudor. His shots are connecting. He's moving around so good. He's coming in. He's getting double kills. He's showing up. He is showing up for the Bucky Christmas beatdown. He is showing what he can do. Trying to stay alive. The way he's moving around the map here is unbelievable, and you can just see the aggression. He is locked in right now. Great to see. He's sitting here with his 17 kills, looking to try and catch up on Harsh, but Harsh does get taken out. We're now on with Ashton Reese, who's struggling here with the 7 kills. Looking to find Chaos. Does get that double kill. Ashton Reese trying to bounce himself back. Camel is up in 1 second. Looking to try and get a nice sticky here on Catch the Kid. Catch the Kid says no, takes him out right now on screen with Chaos, who burns that Camel.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Chaos, not getting away with the active camo. It seems like we haven't yet once actually seen an active camo be fully utilized for all 60 seconds it's worth. And that's just within the nature of these messy and grueling FFAs. But the Suspense looking to potentially call the silence, locked in with Zondit, doesn't get away from that unscathed. It does go down instead. Icy Vermin now finds Zondit as well. Easy little pickup being left on a sliver of HP. Immediately cleaned right back up in response by Suspense.
And I heard you mention that camel that's not really getting used too much, but it's just because of where it spawns. It spawns in a really, really tricky situation. I mean, when that comes up, everybody's going to be flooding that bottom mid to try and get it and make sure no one, you know, gets that camel, because if you do get it, you know, if you're walking around that map, you've got a good chance of getting a right good few kills with it. Icy Vermin there with a beautiful kill on Zondit. Sitting here looking to get his shield back. Looking to try and find some angles. Sitting top glass here. Does find Catch the Kid. And Catch the Kid, take him out. He does get that trade. Good work from Catch the Kid there, getting that trade. And now Suspense looking to try and find Chaos. But Chaos with the beautiful fadeaway, which takes out Suspense. Now here with Catch the Kid, picking up that shock rifle. Looking to try and see if he can find a little head to fry. Let's have a look. Can we have a peek? He's going down towards Long Hall. Looking to see if he can find someone to pick up. Does see Chaos. Chaos makes him with those 2 shots. Looking to stay alive here with Catch the Kid with shock rifle. There is a guy top gold. He is in a sticky situation here, but we're back on screen with Icy.
Let's see, and he's going to head right in towards the service tunnel, see if he can maybe lock horns and get into a bare-knuckle brawl. That's exactly what we asked for, and he delivers. Easy pickup onto Chaos, but Suspense ruins the party instead. Kills him in kind with the shock rifle as Catch the Kid is now looking for a next potential victim. It's Ashen Reese. He was off to a bit of a bad start earlier after having won, what was it, 2 maps, at least, potentially 3, proving to us that gods do bleed, but not all legends fade into obscurity with this comeback that Ashen Reese is now mounting. Zondit, 20 kills to his name, and 20 deaths now, breaking even as he falls in that engagement. Icy Vermin does find an exchange as well. On low health, I consider that a win.
Yep, absolutely. And as you can see, Suspense here sitting 19 kills. Also Catch the Kid with 17. These 2 players do need to try and get some more kills to try and lock in. So right now you could say Catch the Kid and Suspense are battling it out against each other. Catch the Kid does need to catch Suspense and try and take over him. But the rest of the kills, I would say, is pretty close. Chaos there does get taken. Now an absolute beatdown and a half in that back C area. Catch the Kid still alive. Zondit going down to try and pick him off. Catch the Kid catches him out. I love this kid's gamer tag. It sounds so good. Also on with Harsh here. Harsh gets taken out by Icy Vermin. Picks up that nice double kill. More guys flooding into control. Chaos coming up against a 1v1. Does take him out. Harsh spawning down Long Hall here. Looking to find Suspense. Picks up that 1 shot. Catch the Kid. Weak as well. Does get that double kill. And Harsh looking to try and regain his shield. He's not rushing too much. He's not going for flashy gameplay. He is just looking to stay alive. But TK2 takes him out, no problem.
Yeah, indeed. Keep it simple, stupid. Some good old-fashioned classic Halo. No need to overcomplicate yourself in these instances. You've got to stay within the complexity of the Chaos. Chaos also on 31 kills. Speak of the devil himself. That's 3 players now tied for that coveted first spot as we have 50 seconds. A little bit less than that to work with in this first installment of Recharge. A tricky engagement for Suspense to piece together, but damn, TK2 shuts him down, only revealing a pixel of his melon for bursting that of his opponent. Catch the Kid as well. Oh, that's unfortunate for, I believe that was Suspense. Having some technical issues and dropping the lobby, but it's a little bit too far in, so I think we'll have to unfortunately wave goodbye to him for the remainder of the day. Not exactly the kind of thing that you want to see after putting up quite a stellar performance, but that does mean that from these remaining 7, only 1 will be eliminated, and it looks like that's probably going to be Catch the Kid. Only 1 kill behind Zondit as we hit 000.
That Suspense, I don't know if he lagged out, I don't know if it was a rage quit, I don't know if his PC crashed. It looked like he was kind of in mid-fight there when before he lagged out. We're going to have to find out that. Suspense obviously being the Bukie Beatdown 7 champion from the last one. Unfortunately, I don't know if he had some sort of technical issue there, but it looks like he was sitting here with 20 kills, looking like he was going to be eliminated anyway with the time remaining on on the scoreboard. But Catch the Kid, Catch the Kid is unfortunately going to be eliminated along with Suspense, and an unfortunate play because Catch the Kid was playing so well in my eyes in the Bukie Christmas Beatdown. A big massive GG's to you both, Suspense being the previous Bukie Beatdown 7 champion, and obviously Catch the Kid, who came in here, and both players putting up an amazing performance. Guys, thank you for playing in the Bukie Christmas Beatdown. I hope you all have a Merry Christmas, and don't be disheartened you did get that top 8 spot. Now, Tudor, we are down to our 6 players on recharge. Double elimination. Oh, it's getting spicy. It's getting spicy, and it's getting so damn close to the grand final. This is where it starts getting serious. This is where it means this is where you need to find them kills. It's going to be much harder because there's less players to find. And yeah, I'm excited for this one. I'm excited to see what happens in this recharge and see who's going to be our last 4 for Aqua. This is looking good.
This is looking really good, and for me, this is going to be a completely new experience because, you know, these maps, especially these last 2 ones that we have on the docket, both Recharge and Aqua, right? They're designed for 8 players, and now we're down to 6. And that's going to change how we play things just a little bit, because suddenly you feel like you might have a little bit more breathing room. You might feel like you have some extra space to potentially get away with a cheeky grab of that active camo. Same thing goes for the grapples, and same thing goes for that shock rifle. So there's going to be a very interesting balance that these players must find when it comes to how much aggression do I actually want to present in this instance, and how am I going to sort of like revel in that silence because I'm just seeing fewer players shoot. Either way, we're going to see it all unravel. Zondit to go down as well at the hands of a plasma grenade, and everyone is sat on an even 1 kill, 1 death, and things are only going to ramp up from here.
Yeah, and you spoke about aggression there, Tudor. I think with this, oh my god, beautiful double kill there from Zondit, man. But yeah, with the aggression, I feel like these players are wanting to be playing aggressive, but not too aggressive, you know, because you could get that player like Zondit who managed to catch a nice double kill there. He was just at the, you know, the right place at the right time, watching players battle it out, and then he just goes in there and cleans up them kills. You know, easy 2 kills for him, and you know, great plays from him there all round. But we are on screen with TK2, looking to go up against Icy Vermin, does get that trade. We're now back on with the Zondit, and as you can see, Tudor, these score lines are going to be a lot closer than what we have previously seen. Now Chaos going to be in a sticky situation, does get pinched, Zondit, and I believe that was Chaos who was in there, so unfortunately does get taken out. Zondit looking to try and stay alive, but is unfortunately taken out. Harsh looking to try and get some wins. Try and get some dubs, try and get some kills, pushing Chaos. Chaos gets the frag grenade out and does take him out. But yeah, look at this play. Beautiful double kill. Like I said, Zondit again in a good position here, sitting that top gold side, does get an easy double kill. This is the angles we're looking for.
Yeah, Zondit did find a really good nade over there, but didn't commit to the gunfight instead. Good decision to try to hightail it out of there. Does find 1 assist, but directly up above, he knows the danger is close. Instead, it's going to be from afar that he gets taken down. Players dropping like flies left, right, and center. Nicely put together. Double for Chaos right there. Tossing out those nades as deterrents, and Harsh. Yeah, he's going to be happy with the trade in that instance, knowing that he did not have Peeker's advantage going through that clamber. Icy Vermin does manage to narrowly get away with that by the skin of his teeth. A moment to recharge and potentially find Harsh, who should be on very, very low HP right here. He's got to commit to this.
Yeah, he's going to go for the chase, but it looks like Harsh does try and get away with his life. Does pull out that commando, but the Harsh getting the trade. But we do have that camo in play. Like TK2 does. Did he burn it? No, it's still there. This camo is up for grabs. Zondit does get it. He does get a double kill, but it's unfortunately taken out.
It's still up?
It's still there. It's still there. It's still good to go. He's now coming up against Harsh. It's the battle for the camo. We know it's there. It's sitting on C stairs. These players will be wanting it, and there's Zondit again, knowing that it's there. Zondit now playing camo, now being a sneaky beaver. Coming up against TK2 with the back smack, takes him out. Sit down, TK2. You can't see me. Going to play nice and sneaky again. Here he comes. And it's TK2 with the camo eyes, and does take him out. Great plays there from the man himself. And we're now on with screen with Ash and Reese sitting here top A. With his 8 kills, scoreline looking very close for all these players. Ash and Reese with the perfect kill. TK2 looking to make that push, takes him out, no problem. Nice battle here on the Dorito side. And Harsh coming in, looking to try and take out TK2. Gets him out, no problem. Harsh sitting here full shield, ready to go again.
Even though TK2 doesn't have the best scoreline to speak of at 10 and 12, He's had some wondrous 1v1s over the course of Recharge thus far. And there's still 6 minutes of play left as we are inching towards that halfway mark on the timer. From afar, that's an easy find for Harsh. Chaos, though. Harsh is going to think twice about peeking that, but he's got other things to worry about. Another pounding headache that he would have wanted some paracetamol for, but unfortunately gets taken down, so I guess that also takes care of your headache in one way. Harsh now stuck and caught behind that pillar. This should be easy for TK2. Nearly bottles it, but I shouldn't be doubting a player of this caliber at the end of the day.
No, these players are at a high caliber, performance right now. As you can see, TK2 with those ones, but unfortunately does get taken out by Ash and Reese. Zondit sitting here with 13 kill. Chaos sitting there with the 16, looking comfortable in this lobby. Zondit does get the beatdown, but is unfortunately taken out. TK2, nice 1v1 situation here, does get the trade. We're now on with Chaos, the leading man, the man who's leading this game, alongside with Zondit. Looking to try and win against Ash and Reese, but Ash and Reese with a beautiful wiggle takes him out. TK2 flooding it. You can see how aggressive TK2 is playing as well. He is playing super aggressive right now, which is really good to see. He knows he needs to play aggressive right now because he needs those kills.
Exactly. You need to try to make the magic happen. You've got to sort of manifest these performances, especially when the tough gets going. He will be traded off, TK2, but he's no longer in the danger zone. It's actually Icy Vermin and Ashen Reese that are stuck on 12 and 14 respectively as well. The gap between the bottom and top fragger, it's only at about 4, so this game is already getting extremely tight. And it's going to be so hard to separate these 6 players and then the 4 afterwards. I think we're going to come down to the narrowest of margins by the time that the dust settles.
Yeah,
but for now, Harsh is going to enjoy the silence for a few moments longer, but he's looking to break it.
Absolutely, and I agree with you on that one. The margins, man, it's looking like a very, very close lobby. Like you can see Icy Vermin, Ash and Reese their time with the 14 now. Ash and Reese, sorry, Icy Vermin on the 15. But the scoreline's close to there. And this is when it comes down to it. All these players are roughly the same kind of skill gap, you could say. You do have maybe that odd underdog in there, but they all know what they're doing. They know this map at the back of their hand. They could probably play it with their eyes closed. And we're seeing some beautiful situations like this, looking like he was trying to get a double, but unfortunately was taken out. Harsh here sitting with 18 kill, but Chaos still leading this lobby with 1 kill. Looks like it's going to be a big scrap area down by that control side. Chaos and Whirlpool trying to stay alive, tucked in onto Rito, but TK2 does get that cross on him. Chaos now having to retreat into orange pipes as Zondit goes down and gets that trade. And we're now back on with Harsh. Harsh looking like he's playing a little bit passive here. Looking to try and pick up them once. Unfortunately gets that taken out, but he knew that player was weak and he was using his knowledge to try and to make that push to finish that kill.
Yeah, only 4 kills separates Chaos and Icy Vermin. TK2 does get the better of Harsh. Zondit, a little bit of ring around the rosy, but he's got the plasma pistol, narrowly sticks that frag. He could have gotten away with daylight robbery. TK2 does fall at the hands of Harsh, who is trying to fight for that coveted first spot. Give himself a bit of a safety net to work with, but does fall at the hands of Chaos, beaten down to a pulp. Zondit somehow gets away with the trade in that instance, despite being dropped on TK2. Wow, he's got the active camo. We have seen one active camo be played out nearly to perfection as well. But this is going to get very, very interesting the longer that active camo progresses.
Absolutely. And I just realized that we have Why Not Be Casting in the EHL lobby right now. He's sitting here watching this stream as we speak. If you don't know who Why Not Be Casting is, he is a HCS commentator, also LVT commentator, a big massive legend to Halo. Tony, welcome to the EHL stream, my guy. Thank you for being here on the Bukie Christmas Beatdown. I hope you're enjoying the show, my guy. And I hope you're enjoying some European Halo. But yeah, what a close lobby indeed, my guy. I'm glad to see you're here. And welcome to the EHL channel, my guy. Welcome. But yeah, back with Halo. We're now on the Zondit. Zondit is now trying to pick up a kill against Icy Vermin. Icy Vermin gets taken out now on with TK2. As you can see, guys, are almost down to a minute left in this lobby. TK2 going down, picking up the kill against Harsh, does get taken out. Now on with Icy Vermin, looking to try and pick himself a kill on Chaos, who's sitting there. Back ledge, uses that Shroud Keen screen to try and stay alive, but is unfortunately taken out. Only 50 seconds remain in this lobby, and as you can see, Tudor, it is getting very, very scrappy.
Yeah, and if I'm Icy Vermin or Ashen Reese, I'd be nervous. I'd be trembling in my boots, or because it's Christmas, my stockings in this case, because that gap that once was at 2 kills is now extended all the way up to 8. This is very dangerous if you're Icy Vermin, and time is running out to try to make it back to safety. Zondit hits that dirty 30, so we know he's safe and sound. But this shock rifle from Chaos will be shut down. TK2 strings together a double despite the odds, goes to try his hand at the plasma nades, and it doesn't really get strung together, but the timer starts to flash red, and I think this may just be a foregone conclusion, as we will have to wave goodbye to Icy Vermin and Ash and Reese. Everyone else, 27 plus, they are more than safe, as we are now down to a squad of 4.
And Zondit with the massive triple kill there at the end, Tudor. Oh my god, what an absolute scrap that was. What an intense game that was. As you can see, we've got our scoreboard up here, and Icy Vermin and Ashen Reese will be eliminated from the Bukie Christmas Beatdown, ladies and gentlemen. A big massive GG's to them. Icy Vermin, Ashen Reese, I hope you guys have an amazing Christmas. Thank you for showing up to the Bukie Christmas Beatdown today. And Tudor, we are down to our last 4 players.
I'm gonna be honest with you, this looks about as clear as a pint of Guinness. I don't know which way this can go, because these lobbies have been getting tighter and tighter with each match that we jump into, and now we're going to be condensing things even further as we move into Aqua, which, correct me if I'm wrong, but this has historically, and it is notoriously known to be the tiniest map.
This is going to be the smallest map that we're going to be playing on all day, of course. Aquarius is known as your your beautiful FFA arena, you could say, and these players do love this map. It is one of the favourite ones that are played in an FFA. Myself, Aquarius, I'm not very good on it, but I do give it my best shot. The last time I played an FFA, I believe I made it through to the second round, and I believe it was Aquarius that let me down. So screw you, Aquarius. But yes, we are down to our last 4 players, ladies and gentlemen. What a day it's been. Absolutely, phenomenal. Tudor as well, you've been putting in a great show with me alongside myself. And a big massive shout out to the community as well. Everybody who's tuned in today on the EHL channel, supporting the Bukie Christmas Beatdown as well. I want to say a big massive thank you. But ladies and gentlemen, we are in Aquarius. We are down to our last 4 players. We are almost at a grand final, Tudor. I am so hyped for this. It's going to be a tasty situation. I reckon the scores are going to be close. We do have a camo on top. And guys, let's get right into it. Tudor, how are we feeling, man?
Bro, I'm a little bit nervous, honestly. I'm nervous because I don't know what to expect. I don't think any of these players really know what to expect. You just gotta trust in your own individual skill, and you need to try to make some magic happen. Zondit, I love the effort coming out from him, immediately just gunning it straight for that active camo, but his efforts not rewarded, unfortunately. TK2, though, again, alongside Chaos and Harsh, immediately getting themselves on the scoreboard. Tries to charge his way through, out of harm's way, but out of the frying pan into the fire for him. Yeah,
and we do have Chaos on our screen now. Zond, should I say, now Harsh with the camo, who does pick that up. He does have Heatwave in hand. He will use this to his ability. This is not your HCS rules, guys. It is not being GA'd. The players can pick up anything on the map as they speak, because it is a Bukie Christmas Beatdown. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, Zondit sitting with the Goosey Lucy right now, Chaos sitting with the 2, and Harsh sitting with the 4.
Chaos going to take the brunt of that heat wave, and he's going to retreat just a little bit further back, trying to see if he can potentially just outplace Zondit, but no, he's wise to his antics in this situation and doesn't get away with that particular old switcheroo of positioning, but hopping on with TK2 right now, trailing just by 1, still very early days. Does find a very easy frag onto Harsh and immediately going to quell the silence, locks onto Chaos, and he's just sliding his way. I love this movement. It's really just getting him so much distance. The amount of yardage he's able to cover is insane.
Yeah, and like you're saying, and we're getting some trades in here, but you can kind of see the nerves between all these players right now. That you can see there's some shaky shots going on here, Tudor, as this game progresses. We do still have 8 minutes left in this lobby, so plenty of time for those guys to get plenty of kills. But as you can see, the scoreline is pretty close. Zonda is kind of struggling here with 2. Not enough bodies for him to shoot, but he does come up against a 1v1 situation, and Zonda does come out with the W. And Harsh looking here to try and get some grenades down P1. Does he know that TK2 is sitting P2? Does get some shots, but unfortunately TK2 takes him out. He does have that height advantage. And now Chaos looking to try and scan some bodies out. Does find TK2. TK2 walks past him. Chaos looking incredible here, Tudor. He's playing some really good Halo alongside with Harsh. All these players are putting in a performance.
Chaos, recognizing that he's not going to get away with that active camo, it is going to be Zonda to pick up a perfect onto Harsh as well. So he's got a little bit of space, but something slipped through the fingers. It's TK2 that now disappears into the shadows. He does slap that active camo on his chest, but read into by Harsh with eyes of a falcon. Chaos, the last person to fall in that exchange, as Zondis comes in to sweep through the rest of the crew, immediately nading out TK2 as well. Does find some purchase with those nades, and he's going to try to chase him down, but by now he's already cleaned up.
Yeah, nice 1v1 Zonda there with the perfect shot. Now looking to try and get his shields back. Does come up. TK2 does catch him out with the beautiful nade as he looking to pick it up, but TK2 does get away with his life there. Now Chaos with that battle rifle putting down those long range shots. Love to see it. Love to see the battle rifle in play. It's one of my favourite weapons in Halo. And Chaos looking to try and be aggressive here on that P side. TK2 was getting shot by 2 players there, but manages to stay alive. Looking to try and find himself a double kill. Does get that trade. And now TK2 and Harsh sitting here 10-10. And Chaos with the 8 and Zonda with the 6.
Yeah, Zondit actually breaking even. He's got the most assists, so he's definitely contributing. He's active in every single engagement. He's just not getting rewarded with the frags, and that, you can't really let something like that demoralize you. But I understand that he might be a little bit frustrated where you're active in every single gunfight, and you're just not seeing that 100 points pop up on your screen, nor the final hit marker. But Chaos somehow managing to narrowly snatch survival from the jaws of death, but it was a very short-sighted attempt as he managed to charge his way through right into the open arms of another player. Zondit exchanges with Harsh, TK2 and Chaos now looking for one another.
Yeah, a little bit of cat and mouse over there. Chaos, well actually not cat and mouse yet, but it's about to be. Chaos sitting here on that back blue trying to hide himself away. Does get that trade. Like we said, the trades are no problem if you're coming out with a kill and not need to worry, but I believe that camo will be in play just shortly. Now we have Zonda looking to try and push this yellow side. He knows there's a battle over there, but both players are taken out. Zonda probably in the best position right now here to try and win a camo. Looks like he's avoiding it. Looks like he's going to try and maybe peek. Try and get a shot on Chaos. Chaos jumping down onto car 1. Keeping himself alive. That camo is in play, Tudor. We will be keeping an eye out on this. Does get the beautiful double kill. Looking for the triple kill on TK2, but knows he is taken out. So now, Tudor, we have TK2 with camo. He's got a good second place lead right now. Well, sorry, second place, sitting here with his 13, looking to try and sniff out some more kills. Does spot Zonda, looking to see if he can try and get a little bit of a sneaky beaver over here. Does get Zonda on the back, takes him out. Kind of worried here for him, but he does manage to get hiding in the corner there to get that camo back in play. Coming up against Chaos, wins another kill, and that's a perfect kill for TK2, looking strong. Now gained the lead, Tudor, which is looking amazing.
He's doing a brilliant job of converting this active camo into some meaningful kills. Harsh is on his tail though, ties things up with 15, and as the active camo expires, he'll thread the needle and easily find Chaos. Zondit is next in his sights. He has a couple of nades to work with. Curious as to why he hasn't really tossed those out just yet, but he's just going to get right into the heat of things. Easy beat down onto Zondit, and I think that really subverted his expectations. Nothing that Zondit could have done in that instance. TK2 on a heater right now, really coming into his elements.
And we have Zondit and Chaos battling it out here between them. Like, these guys need to get some more kills or they are going to be eliminated from the Bukie Christmas Beatdown, because it's looking like Harsh and TK2 sitting here highly with their 18 and 16 kills, playing this game really well, and it's going in their favour as well with the amount of, you know, 1v1 situations as well. They're, you know, especially Harsh. Harsh has really impressed me this map. He seems to be, it seems like this map just is so comfortable for him, just the way he's playing it.
Yeah.
But Chaos and Zondit, a little bit, not much time for these guys. Still doable, absolutely. But we're just gonna have to find out, I guess.
Because it really seems like TK2 and Harsh have kind of got their own thing going on between the two of them right now. And they're just sort of like progressing together, and Zondit and Chaos are really struggling to find a couple of players. Zondit very uncomfortable with the silence, quickly broken though, but Chaos escapes his clutches narrowly. The active camo still up for grabs. This could be the change of pace that Zondit needs. Can he escape death is the question. No, Chaos was hot on his tail, but I'm still worried for Chaos because he's got a gap of 7 to make up for right now.
Yeah, he does. He needs to make a bounce back there, and like you can see, he's trying. He's giving it his absolute all. But TK2 and Harsh just looking very strong in this lobby right now, Tudor. And you know, Chaos sitting with 14, just one behind Zondit. Same with Zondit. Zondit seems to be kind of pausing a little bit. It does get that kill for the 16, but we're on screen with Chaos sitting here, one shot, getting the shield back. We're trying to sniff out Zondit. Potentially could be a trade here. No, it isn't. Zondit just says no and puts him down to the ground. And like I said, TK2, 22 kills. Harsh on the 19. Zondit potentially has the chance to bring it back to second place here, Tudor.
This would be the comeback of the season if he's able to find one kill. He just needs to tie with Harsh because he's beating him on death counts. You did mention the KD ratio is the tiebreaker should we have two players on an even score line. There's one for Zondit, so he's nearly out of the woods. There's a 20th kill locked in as we have 60 seconds left to play with.
Massive. This is really big plays for Zondit right now. He is sitting with the 20 kills. He needs to keep this momentum going to try and stay in this Bukie Christmas Beatdown. Harsh sitting with the 19 kills. Harsh obviously getting a little bit of a panic here, but you can see these players are starting to panic, making the sort of plays, throwing grenades out, trying to stay alive and trying to get those kills as they die, but unfortunately Zondit did not trade out there. And now, as you can see, Tudor, Harsh sitting here with 22 kills. Zondit now needs at least 3 to get onto that second place route. Zondit unfortunately getting crossed across the map here with only 30 seconds left in the leaderboard. It is going to be between Zondit and Harsh. Harsh needing to try and find out, but TK2 sitting here on yellow court trying to stay alive. Zondit taking him out on that 22. Harsh and Zondit are now tying 22. Zondit with the 23 kills, looking to try and stay alive. Now on 24, Zondit on 24 kills, looking to try and find TK2. Zondit trying to stay alive, but does get taken out. Harsh needing 2 kills, 3 kills potentially to stay in that second place. 3 seconds left on the board. Ladies and gentlemen, Zondit done it. He takes that second place finish. Tudor, woo, what an amazing round.
This has defied all expectations. Zondit, you can take a bow, lad. That was a wondrous comeback towards the very tail end. He was trailing. Him and Chaos, they were stuck together at the bottom of the barrel, and Zondit just manages to climb himself out of there. A refreshing and revitalizing breath as he progresses. It's all down to him and TK2 ending things off with 1 kill between the two of them, and Harsh. He was on an absolute heater towards the very start, but he's going to be kicking himself to have thrown it away like that, to have squandered what was such a good lead. But versus a player like Zondit, sometimes these things just happen and you just have to sit there and accept it.
That, you know, I've got absolute chills just from watching that there. That was like one of those shaky situations where the score was so close, but ladies and gentlemen, Harsh and Chaos have been eliminated from the Bucky Christmas Beatdown. So Harsh Chaos, a big massive GG's to you, my guys. Thank you so much for being a part of the Bucky Christmas Beatdown, and a big massive Merry Christmas to you guys when it comes. But ladies and gentlemen, we are now here. We are now at the grand final. We will be playing for this G7 Pro Controller. One of these players will be playing for this today. This will be going to their address. It'll be getting shipped straight from me, from Scotland, straight to their house if they come out with the win. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going on to a grand final, which is going to be Snowfire game number 1, and it's going to be King of the Hill on all maps. Best of 3, ladies and gentlemen, best of 3. So King of the Hill, reason we've done it this way, the players need to push each other no matter what. Anyway, guys, I'm absolutely flabbergasted here, Tudor. But yeah, I'm going to go and get a drink. Everybody else, go and get yourself some refreshments. We're going to take a little break and let our players get refreshed before this grand final starts. But you don't want to miss this. So stay tuned in to the EHL channel, and we'll see you all soon.
Wasting my time. moving fast undercover. 'Cause I know you'll never be mine. Loving on the low key left me kinda lonely. If you can see what I see, I'll just take a backseat for now. I'll just take the backseat. I'll just take the backseat. I'll just take the I'll just take the Am I just a backseat lover? Are you just passing your time? Mess around like it's summer, as long as the attention is mine. Loving on the low key left me kinda lonely. If you can see what I see, I'll just take a backseat for now. I'll just take the backseat. I'll just take the backseat. Backseat lovers.
Welcome everybody back to the Bukie Christmas Beatdown. It is now grand final time, ladies and gentlemen, and if you have missed it, you have been unfortunate because today has been some amazing Halo. Now guys, we are going to be going on to a grand final here, 1v1 King of the Hill, and it's going to be a best of 3. Tudor, how are you feeling about this one, my guy?
I'm feeling very excited because you've done something a little bit different with the formatting for how this is exactly going to work. So everything that you've done up until this point was just classic Slayer. You're doing King of the Hill though, and that part intrigues me.
Yeah, I was talking with Infinity the other night here, and we were trying to think, how are we going to make this grand final tasty? Like, because the last time we'd done the 1v1, it felt like it was a bit too campy, a bit too boring, you know, that who get kill for kill, blah blah blah. But now we spiced it up, we put King of the Hill. Both players are going to have to push each other aggressively here to try and get that King of the Hill, try and get that point in their favour. So it's first to 4 to win, obviously, in King of the Hill, ladies and gentlemen. That's it, if you know how it works. King of the Hill is first to 4. So these players do have to battle it out and try and defend that hill as much as possible. So there's going to be a tasty 1v1 involved here, and it is a best of 3. So these guys could take it all the way to map number 3. So map number 1 is going to be Snowfire, then map number 2 is going to be on the streets, and then map number 3 will be back to Snowfire.
Yeah, I'm very curious to see how this is all going to play out. And I'm very curious to see what Snowfire actually looks like, because it has this sort of like aesthetic copy of Livefire recently been added this year, or has it already been there from previous Christmas events?
This map was added, I don't know, maybe a couple of years ago now for like the Christmas. They done like so Halo done like a sort of Christmas event, and then they added this map in. So I've done a 1v1 on this before. I'm sure I've done it a couple of years ago with the previous Bukie Beatdowns. But these guys will be battling out on this beautiful snowy map for the G7 Pro controller, ladies and gentlemen. So they will be fighting for a really good controller, brand new, fresh in the box right here, Mr. Tudor. There it is, as you can see.
So
it's
gorgeous.
got a beautiful black and red. It's absolutely stunning. And this controller is definitely recommended by a lot of pros that use it themselves. It's a successful controller. I've never used one before, but I have held one, and then I thought to myself, I asked for one for Santa Claus, so I'm hoping to try and get one for Christmas as well. So hopefully my missus, if she's listening on stream, I would love a G7 Pro controller for Christmas, please. So yeah, so these guys will be lucky and to walk away with this prize if they win it today. And guys, because of the time of day it is, it's 3:15, this will be shipped today. But here we are in the grand final, guys. We are on live fire, or should I say Snowfire, and it is going to be the best 2-4 on this King of the Hill.
Yeah, pay no attention to the VT, by the way. This is just regular live fire. It should all look like a winter wonderland when we boot up into the game, but I'm pumped. You're pumped. It's down to our final 2 players that have been with us since the very beginning when we still had 24. It is TK2 and Zonda that have made it to the end of this particular gauntlet. King of the Hill. There is no comfort to be found. You just have to duke it out. Opening engagement goes the way of TK2, and that's going to fill him with confidence.
Yeah, and as you can see, guys, both players having to push for that hill straight off the bat. Now TK2 is now sitting here in the hill looking to try and stay alive. Zonda is now made that kill, and as you can see, guys, this is how we wanted to play. Zonda is now got that hill. He needs to try and stay in it as long as he can to try and get that first point. Tudor, it's exciting because these guys have to push each other so much. There's not going to be much time to breathe as these players need to secure this hill.
Feels like everything's already on a knife edge with every single engagement, with every single grenade that gets thrown. It might feel like death is knocking on your own personal little door. But the first hill is steadily building up some progress. TK2 the first to progress past that halfway point, but Zondit immediately charging on through a battering ram into TK2's own domicile, but he gets away with it somehow. That is a ridiculous turn on that will inch TK2 closer to getting this first hill.
And you know, I'm absolutely laughing here with the amount of trash talk that's coming between these two players. Both friends indeed, so don't worry about that. These guys are just putting up a show for our community and for our audience, and you can see this has been a tasty 1v1 so far. Now Zonda in the hill. TK2 has only got a little sliver of that hill to get, but now Zonda now needs to defend the hill. Tudor, as you can see, TK2 making that push, trying to stay alive while he win that fight. Both 1v1 with the repuffs. I don't know if he wants to do that. He needs to get back in the hill to secure it. Stay in the hill. He's now going back into the 1v1 situation. Does get that kill on TK2. And Zonda looking like he may have the chance to get this next hill. As you can see, guys, it is a 4-second respawn time, so it is going to be a lot quicker. So you guys need to ball it out. TK2 just getting that 1 point. And Zonda taken out.
Oh, I feel for Zonda right there. I knew what he was trying to do. Trying to buy himself some extra time to get those shields back up, but TK2 was too close on the progress, and this is a very sticky situation for the both of them. Nades are being exchanged, and the rounds, though, it's TK2 to find the crucial shot. The S7 still remains completely untouched, glistening as if it's factory new, but TK2 is more than happy to just take up all of this free progress. Zondit as well, now looking for the engagement, but it doesn't go his way. TK2 once again doubling the kill count that Zondit has put.
And as you can see, TK2 is sitting here with 6 kills and Zondit with the 3. Zonda, so TK2 now knows he can play around this hill. He's going to try and find Zonda out, and Zonda trying to catch him off with these grenades, but now it is reversed. Zonda's now trying to take control of the hill, but he knows that TK2 is now in that position to try and slay. You can see there's a bit of a standoff here, but Zondit doesn't want this. He needs to try and get that hill because he hasn't got a lot of time to play with. So a little bit of wiggle here from both players. TK2 going up that sniper tower, looking to find each other. They do. Zondit gets that kill. Now's his chance to jump into that hill and get that defense on the go.
Yeah, he needs to get himself this point right now. You don't want to be trailing too early on. Zondit has put a wondrous performance over the course of today, and he's looking to potentially close off at least this one hill. Obviously, you know, the respawn time, it does affect how much time you can actually spend on these hills, and even exchange, look at that. So the hill remains naked, and it's actually TK2 that spawns, I think, a little bit closer this time around. But Zondit really needs to be maximizing the amount of time spent on these hills. That's a free 4 seconds of progress.
And now you can see that TK2 is spawned over by that A side, ladies and gentlemen. He now has to make that push. You can see how he's making that push towards that dummy door. Looking to try and find a kill on Zondit. Zondit try to get away from his life here. Zondit needs to stay alive. TK2 knows he's in trouble. But he's going back in. He's going back in and he's taking that TK2 fight. He's going to try and get the kill on TK2. Takes him out, no problem. And now secures that hill, ladies and gentlemen. This is looking like a tasty grand final.
Breathes into it. That's good coming out from Zondit, but they're both on low HP. Zondit draws first, and he shoots first, just like Han Solo. TK2 now stumbling a little bit. He's let it slip through his fingers, but there's still plenty of time to recover. But this first hill, the second hill, it's definitely going to Zondit. No argument about this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are tied 1-1 right now when it comes to King of the Hill with 2 minutes 55 left in the clock. These players are putting up an absolute show. You can see Zondit sitting here with the 9 kills and TK2 sitting with the 7. They are going to find each other on this A side, looking to try and get that fight. Nice little bit of cat and mouse here. Who's going to come out with the win? It's looking like Zondit, and now Zondit can get himself into possession with the little beatdown on the body as he takes control of the hill.
This is the first time that Zondit's able to build up some progress, uncontested for the first time. But this contestation from TK2 is right on the money. Swiftly deals with his opponent, so this is a little bit of free progress that he can now hold on to right now. Zondit having to really trek far to make it back. Engagement coming on through is messy. Zondit low on shields and pummeled down by TK2.
Absolute TK2 using that pillar there for his advantage, and the movement that kid was doing was unbelievable. But you can see Tudor, that sniper rifle is up. Zondit is going to try and play for that, but does walk past it. He's just looking to try and get some hill time here. Does have TK2 in trouble. TK2 trying to stay alive. I think he doesn't know he's there. He does. Zondit, TK2 going at it again here in this A side. In this 1v1 situation, TK2 comes out with the win, looking like he is strongly going to get this hill, depending on Zondit spawning up. He has to sprint, he has to get there quick to try and stop this hill. He has no other choice. Now contests. Can he get the kill?
Oh, it's so messy.
TK2 says no and gets him down again. That is going to be a 2-1, ladies and gentlemen, to TK2.
Zondit on the sniper rifle, going to drop through the vents with a parting gift. The frag grenade left TK2 on minimal HP, but the shields are back up. And now we're going to be going to what is a bit more of an awkward hill in regular HCS play. This one over by the active camo spawn. Oh, that's gnarly coming out from TK2. Maximizing that distance, keeping Zondit at an arm's length. It will take him down. Bandit finds a little bit of extra contact. Zondit second-guessing himself. Still early days on this hill number 3, but Zondit didn't stand a chance in hell. Goes flying like a clay pigeon, taken out by TK2.
Absolutely amazing place coming out of TK2 here. He is in control of hell. He is currently on a killing spree, ladies and gentlemen, as well. Does get that other. You can see Zondit. He's trying to. He's just rushing in a bit, maybe too much. He does need to get there. Don't get me wrong. He maybe needs to try and think about the best angle to take TK2 here. As you can see, TK2 is watching all his surroundings. He's watching right, he's watching left, and he now is up 3-1. Ladies and gentlemen, it's still not over yet, as Zondit can still bring this back. Zondit in a 1v1 situation here, but looking like he's in trouble as TK2 does get that kill. He's looking to go for the 4-1. Sniper rifle in play. Is he going to go for it?
I think they might have G8'd it, if I'm not
mistaken.
Did they
G8? Yeah, I think they've G8'd
Let's see, tricky engagement. Zondit does walk out of it much better than TK2. Now this is a point where Zondit can't really afford to make any mistakes. TK2 is already up by 3 hills, and even exchange is okay if you're Zondit. But let's see as this race to the hill commences yet again.
Yeah, we have Zondit gonna spawn here. They're gonna bump into each other just shortly, but TK2 sitting at S2. Looking to try and get that beautiful finish, but does not manage it. TK2 just too strong and moving in and taking that hill. At 1 minute 33, the clock does stop, ladies and gentlemen, when the players do stand in the hill. So whenever that hill is in, the timer does stop. So maybe an advantage for Zondit if TK2 is in there, but he does have to keep him out. Zondit looking to try and control that hill. TK2 knows he's in there, but Zondit unaware of TK2 is coming from. Just using this map, you know, complete perfection from TK2. He's moving around the map, using it really good to his advantage. Now getting shot in the back by Zondit. Zondit now takes him out. We're now in the hill with Zondit.
I do really like this playstyle coming out from TK2, remaining as mobile as possible, trying to keep Zondit second guessing himself. Nade spam coming on through, and Zondit, he's got roughly the same thing going through his mental. Plasma grenades to work with, but they're nowhere near their mark, so he's got to do it the old-fashioned way with the bandit. He knows exactly where TK2 is. The shots, they're scrappy, they're kind of all over the place, but Zondit needs to get a move on right now. Does manage to narrowly collect the frag all to himself. And now TK2 has the potential to spoil the party and take map 1, but Zondit gets off the hill. That could have been a mistake. Zondit doesn't make it back in time, potentially digging his own grave, and TK2 will happily take that on a silver platter.
Oh, no, Zondit just didn't know where he was going to spawn there. You could see he was looking towards that A side, and then he thought, no, maybe he was coming from C, and then unfortunately TK2 obviously landing them shots, and you know, Zondit just panicked. He panicked and moved away. But ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go on to map number 2, which is on the streets. TK2 leading that 1-0 victory. If he wins this map, he wins the G7 Pro Controller. And God, this is definitely exciting. A couple of replays here. There we go. We got the plasma pistol with the repulse, but TK2 with that reversal takes him out no problem with the slow-mo. And TK2 looking strong with a couple of body bangs right there. I'm really looking forward to seeing what's going to happen in this Streets number 2. And like, why not? Because I always used to say, if you're going to take it to battle, you're going to take it to the streets. That's his always favourite saying. And we are going to take it to the streets, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to see these two players battle it out and go from there. But what an absolute game 1 shooter.
Yeah, and to me, if you ask me personally, it seems as if TK2 is really in a commanding lead right now. He set the pace right out of the gates as well. We were just looking at those replays very early on, following that first hill. He was leading by double the kill count that Zondit was putting down, 6-3, and yeah, you know, this is about as black and white as it seems. If you're just out-fragging your opponent, you are more than likely going to win, and that's exactly what TK2 done in map 1. That's what he's looking to continue doing right here. If you just win the duels, you win these 1v1 engagements time and time again, you're gonna be more than fine, TK2.
Yeah, and he's in a hot seat right now. He knows he's winning that. He's leading that score by 1-0. Obviously, Zondit feeling a little bit under pressure here, and TK2 just looking to, you know, try and work his way around this map. Letting Zondit, it looks like he's baiting Zondit. It looks like he's actually going to bait him into this hill, and Zondit knows he's doing this, but there he steps in the hill. He knows exactly where Zondit's going to be. He's on that red room side. TK2 looking to try and get a couple of shots off here. Now 1v1 close quarter situation with these two players. Zondit does get that kill. This is good for him. He's now in control of that hill.
Yeah, a little bit of free progress. He has a moment to catch his breath, and he's already mobilizing yet again, trying to suspect exactly where TK2 is playing from. It's so messy. This engagement should have been closed off by Zondit a few gunshots ago, but they're bound to lock horns yet again. Frag grenades come on through, and it's an even exchange yet again, Bucky.
Yeah, and now these guys are both going to be racing it out, trying to get to this hill. Obviously, Zonda spawning on that seaside, TK2 on that, cafe side, now pushing the hill. Zonda goes towards hill, does get a nice nade on TK2, looking to try and finish off that kill. TK2 juking between, another trade comes from both the players. This is looking like a very tied situation when it comes to both of them, when it comes to skill. They are both trading it out. But TK2 caught off guard as Zonda has the red gun. Looking to finish him off, but misses that last shot. TK2 now sitting in caution, looking to try and stay alive. TK2, Zonda getting the nade kill on TK2, and now controlling the hill once again.
It seemed as if TK2 was a bit lost in the sauce of that engagement, but he's locking back in. He's landing these shots perfectly, and through a tight little angle up that staircase, manages to take care of Zondit. Red gun in hand, as well as his first hill. Still very much up for grabs between our last two standing players. TK2 turns around maybe a little bit too late, but somehow still gets away with it. This is unreal.
I'm just chuckling away myself in how close this is, but TK2 looking to try and get this first hill on the board. Zonda making that absolute push. Like I said, there's no time for waiting around. He has to make that play, but TK2 now sitting with that 1-0 lead and looking to try and get himself the next hill. But Zonda is the one that is currently alive, looking to control hill number 2.
Carbine is really doing some bits to Zondit's health bar, but he's much better than that. What an exhibition of skill coming out from Zondit right there. He thought he was being out-dueled, but manages to land the shots despite forfeiting that first hill. He's still going to give it a good old-fashioned college try, but there's TK2. A perfect kill to back things up.
Yeah. And as you can see, the score is, obviously leading in favor of TK2, but the kills are very much even. They are even, actually. They're both sitting on 6 and 6. TK2 obviously taking time to step out this hill. They're now going to bait each other, but bear in mind they have to step in that hill or the time is just going to go down. Zondit does not have the time to waste a round. He needs to take out TK2 to be able to control this hill, but TK2 making that push. Zondit is one shot as we speak. He's looking to try and stay alive. Does get his shield back. Zondit with the commando out. Both got commando out, and they're now going for that little 1v1 jiggle fight. Zondit looking to try and stay alive here, but the commando gets another trade. Still looking like it's looking good for TK2.
Yeah, I thought that premature melee would have actually been TK2's undoing, but he somehow managed to get an even exchange out of that, and we've been seeing many more trades between these two compared to map number 1, which is also a bit of a shocker.
Yeah, and it's like Zondit really needs to try and win these individual fights right now. Like, this is not what he's wanting, as his TK2 winning that perfect. Now has more time for that hill. And Zonda only sitting 1 kill behind, obviously, when it comes to the kills, but he does need to make those pushes as we speak. But TK2 making that challenge, making it hard for him, making it work for it. Zonda does get the kill. Now he needs to get into that hill. Not a split second needs to be wasted. He has to get in that hill to draw this game.
Opting to not exchange the stalker rifle for a little bit of ammunition. There was one on the floor, so maybe a costly mistake, but he's going to tuck his tail between his legs. Return to sender on the brute nade, but still TK2 arises victorious in that instance. Zondit respawning afar, yet again looking to challenge from underneath. Terrace! Wow, that's a gunfight in a hell, and a very necessary one for Zondit to have won right there. So this second hill, still very much up for grabs, but Zondit has other plans in mind. Now finally locking horns with TK2, the nades coming on through, but TK2 still remaining on that top side. Zondit doesn't know, or maybe he does. TK2 just one more bullet, and he does get the shutdown. This second hill should be all his.
Yeah, not looking good there for Zonda, as he fought. TK2 did drop on that C court side, but unfortunately didn't. Now Zondit's got 2 minutes and 12 seconds to bring this back. It's looking like it's going to be a TK2 win if he keeps this going. He is taking out Zonda. No problem, he's sitting here 2-0 lead. Zonda has got a lot of work to do, Shooter, to bring this game back.
Yeah, they might be even on kills and deaths, but the score overall reflects an entirely different story. Zondit might have the element of surprise, but no, that gets bottled somehow. TK2 might just be built a little bit different.
Yeah, And all TK2 needs to do now is focus on slaying, man. Like, he could technically take this hill, but he's technically be wasting dead, but he could literally play this the way he wants. He could rush around the map and just look for Zonda, but Zonda is obviously having to make that play to the hill. He has to go in there and make plays like this to bring this back. He needs to stay in. He can't waste time like this. He needs to stay in to get as much time as he needs to try and get this back if he wants a chance in winning this Bucky Christmas beatdown.
Yeah, that's really the key difference between these two. Zondit hasn't really been maximizing his time on the hill the way that TK2 has, and that could be costly in the long term as well. But the nade spam, it's right on the money. Zondit closes that one off, and he will take the lead in terms of kills. Now we just need him to take the lead in hills.
Needs to win this one here, but TK2 takes him out. There's only 1 minute 20 left in the board, but Zondit does have the potential to bring this hill back. He just needs to get to it, finish it off, and focus on the next. But with these perfect kills coming to TK2, it's looking impossible for Zondit. Zondit really struggling here with these ones. TK2 looking like he's on fire. Zondit up against the ropes here, struggling to win these fights against TK2.
Oh, perfect window of opportunity for Zonda to get his shields back. That nade bought him a second, but TK2 was still right on him on top of that. Gets away with a nice and easy gunfight. But TK2 has not really committed at all to this hill. He doesn't need to because time is starting to become a factor as well. 40 seconds left is just exactly how long TK2 needs to keep the charade up for.
Yeah, and Zonda's just having to play aggressive here. TK2 can just sit back and wait for him to go into that hill. And Zonda does take him out, can secure this next hill. This is what he needs. Ladies and gentlemen, 35 seconds left in the board. He can bring this back. He needs to win this one. He does get that hill, but with 35 seconds left, TK2 can now just play time. But Zonda really, again, needs to be aggressive and push this hill to try and secure it as many times as possible. Realistically, either way, Tudor, he can't leave it if he does win these ones.
Realistically, if you don't win your ones, there's no chance in hell you're gonna even get to a map 3. Zondit needs to be pixel perfect on each of these engagements in the next 15 seconds, but TK2 has the upper hand. No! The plasma stick at the very last possible moment may have bought Zondit a window of opportunity, but from this point onwards, one mistake means a loss, and that is it. Zondit realizes that he has to accept his own fate, looked in the wrong place. The timer is going to hit 000 as TK2 gets a 19th for some bonus fashion points, but that's not the main prize that he gets to walk away with. No, he is your Bucky Winter Beatdown champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, a big, massive congratulations to TK2 as in Cami for winning this Bucky Christmas beatdown. Ladies and gentlemen, this man was up to 4 o'clock in the morning playing 8s. He was playing 8s. And he comes on and he just absolutely comes in and kills it and plays, you know, wins a Bucky Christmas beatdown. A big, massive, huge GG's to our grand finalists, Zonda and TK2. But, you know, TK2 just had the upper hand there on Zonda, unfortunately. But the King of the Hill was very exciting. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to TK2 FPS, as in Cami, for winning the G7 Pro controller. Tudor, how are you feeling, man? Did you have a good day?
Dude, I'm so glad that we got to do this together, honestly. It's been such a fun and crazy day. I didn't even know exactly what to expect going into this. I had no idea exactly what this format was, and this was an absolutely brilliant introduction to things. So I'm really glad that I was able to, you know, share the mic with you today. I'm really glad that we got to get this project up and running, put it on the AHL broadcast, and really just get as many people as humanly possible involved with everything. It's been such a treat to be a part of this.
Yeah. And I wanted to say thank you so much for sharing the mic with me today, my man. I've also gained a friend today, ladies and gentlemen. I have made a friend, and that is absolutely incredible. You mean it just shows you this is the first time we've met together today. We've absolutely killed it. We've came on here, we've watched some good Halo, but this is all about TK2. This is all about Cami, who has won the G7 Pro controller. Cami, this is all yours, my guy. I will DM you soon, and I will get this shipped off to you as soon as possible. But congratulations, my guy, and Merry Christmas to you for winning this G7 Pro. You came in here and you absolutely killed it. What a performance from yourself. And Tudor, thank you so bloody goddamn much for doing this with me today, and to the rest of the community who has been here all day, thank you so much for locking in and tuning into the stream. And for the rest of the players who played in the Bukie Christmas Beatdown, thank you so much again. Tudor, do you want to say anything before you leave?
Yeah, I've just got to say thank you to every single one of the players that have participated, because honestly, this was for you guys. Without you participating in this Christmas Beatdown, we wouldn't have a show, we wouldn't have a tournament. It's just been super duper fun, and thank you so much to you, Bukie, for sharing the mic and for putting this all together, really making a proper conclusion to our season here for 2025 at EHL. It's been a blast to be able to be a part of this for today, and I'm very excited to potentially do this again next year. That's what I'm really looking forward to as well.
Yes, guys. So 2026, we won't be stopping here. This is the last one for 2025, but 2026 there will be more Bukie Beatdowns incoming and more Halo, obviously, from EHL. So a big massive shout out to EHL for having myself and Tudor on this stream, and a big massive shout out to everybody who tuned in today. So I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and we'll see you next year. And just keep grinding Halo. It's what it's all about. We love it, and you know, we're glad to do this sort of thing for y'all. And but yeah, thank you so much, and have a Merry Christmas, and we'll see you all soon. Peace.
Found me right here. I'm running out of air. Coming up from the deep. Drowning right here. But you're the one who cared. Showing up like you did. No matter what I said or did, you breathe me back to life. Felt like I was dead inside, but you breathe me back to life. One touch, and I am back like I never left. My heart is whole again. I got you to thank again. I'm coming back like I never left, 'cause you breathe me back. You breathe me back to touch, and I am back like I never left. My heart is whole again. I got you to thank again. I'm coming back like I never left, 'cause you breathe me back. You breathe me back to life.
Double kill. Double kill.
Getting closer, knowing I'm okay, 'cause you got me to be. It ain't over, all I hear you say, said it's all that you see. No matter what I said or did, you breathe me back to life. Felt like I was dead inside, but you breathe me back to life. One touch, and I am back like I never left. My heart is whole again. I got you to thank again. I'm coming back like I never left, 'cause you breathe me back. You breathe me back to life. To life. To life. You breathe me back to life. To life. To life. You breathe me back to life.
No scope.
What's it gonna take for you to ever let it go? You got a dark side hiding like a ghost, but if you let me see through, I promise I will keep you